Jazz, dude.
2 more. Welcome, Cobra football fans. It's playoff football time here in Texas.
Playoffs? You talking playoffs?
We are talking. We ain't talking about practice anymore, Lee. We're talking about playoffs here, and your Cobras are playing extra football games again for the 6th consecutive year in a row, guys. Whoa. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This by-district matchup puts the Cobras against the District 13 runner-up, the Lyford Bulldogs. We have the call from Toloso Midway High School here in Corpus Christi, Texas. I'm Will LaRue. He's Lee Lewis. That's Wes Unger, and over yonder over here, Ryan Barnett. Welcome, Cobra football.
Oh, man, it is so good to be here. A little rainy tonight, a little bit of a long drive, but, Will, you said it. It's playoff football, and there's nothing like it. Playoff once again, 2nd year in the row. Cobras are starting their playoff run after a much-needed bye week. Everybody got healthy. Abel got a little rest in them, and we're up and ready to go tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Lee, and this isn't the first time that the Cobras have faced Lyford, actually. So, historically, this actually is the 2nd time these two schools have faced each other in the postseason play. Last time was in 2021, where the Cobras defeated the Bulldogs in Odom by a score of 34-7. Lyford's have been to the playoffs every year, Lee, since 2014, only making it to the 2nd round twice, where they ended up losing to Yoakum and Edna, two very familiar teams the Cobras are very familiar with. The Bulldogs lost last season to Edna in the 1st round in a blowout 52-0 win.
Yeah, the Lyford has struggled in the playoffs, and I expect that trend to continue tonight, Will. Bulldogs, looking at them, they are head coached by Jerry, what you call him, Jagarundi?
We're going with Jerry all night. Coach Jerry.
Coach Jerry, there you go. He's been the head of the program since 2021, and since then he has a 23-9 record. This season, Bulldogs are 9-1. Their only loss coming from district champion San Diego. Bulldogs are averaging 37 points a game. Defense only allowing 17 points. But that district is a little weak, Will. So those stats, while they sound impressive at that 9-1 record, not as intimidating as it sounds.
No, and typically those teams out of District 13, they do struggle a little bit when they get into the playoffs. And we'll see what ends up happening tonight. But Coach Jerry is returning 6 starters on that offense, and they love to throw the football out of this spread, Lee. They're going to throw it almost 70% of the time. Very seldom do they run. They do run a traditional spread offense with the 2-back gun, doubles, and trips from time to time. They are going to throw the football, and mostly they're going to try to connect on some post routes over the middle and everything really underneath in the short route. The other thing we've seen on film a little bit, that wheel route has hurt some teams, and the Cobras have struggled this year with that wheel route too.
They have. It's been our Achilles tendon so far. Well, they do throw a lot, like you said, and that's coming off the arm of Bulldogs veteran quarterback Aiden Romo. Romo's a pretty smart player. He's elusive, and he can make something out of nothing. He has great pocket awareness, and he can deliver the ball on target, especially even with pressure in his face. He is a precise passer. He lives in the short yardage game, though.
Yeah, he is, and we're going to see a lot of that tonight, and that may pose a little bit of a problem for Lyford if this rain continues up out here, Lee. Defensively, the Bulldogs are going to run a 4-3. They're typically going to give that cushion to the receivers as well, and in big spread formations, they're going to bring the safety down to help with any type of run coverage, which is what they've been seeing on film with the Cobras as well. And when that happens, everybody goes man on man, and Lee, from what I've seen on film, the Cobras have the speed on the outside.
So, looking at the Cobras, let's turn to the stats on the season. Cobras are averaging 446 total yards per game, and they've got over 2,500 on the ground this year, almost 1,500 through the air. Garza has led the way on passing, 128 of 184 for a 70% completion rate, and most of that 1,500, almost over 1,400, it belongs to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sure does. Junior Nick Kuchler, he's leading the team right now in receiving yards for 490 yards and 6 touchdowns. The commander, Cade Quebeca, is at 295 yards with 2 scores. Senior Landon Wolfskill is at 217 yards with a score.
On the ground, Garza, the Cowboy, Garza is leading the Cobras with almost 1,100 yards on 135 carries, 16 touchdowns, and Cowboy Cooper Martin, he broke that 1,000-yard mark last week or 2 weeks ago on our last game. He's sitting at 10-11 right now, 118 carries, 12 scores.
Yeah, they've been running the football. 2,000-yard rushers out here tonight for the Cobras. Definitely the Lyford Bulldogs are looking for that run game to try to stop that here tonight. Special teams, Lee. The Bullseye, Bryce Warren, he's 43 for 44 on those extra points and 2 for 4 on field goals with that long of 40.
Yeah, and that's really an impressive stat. We started this year not knowing what special teams would look like, especially our kicking game. To be sitting here first round of the playoffs, the 11th week of the season, 43 of 44, I don't think any of us would have predicted that. And that plays huge as you get into these tighter games, playoff football, where extra points can really make a big difference.
No, it definitely does. On the defensive side for the Cobras, Zach Vadiala, the sophomore, is leading the Cobras with 42 solo tackles. The bouncer, Bo Bethany, has recorded 35, and the cannon, Cullen Dyson, has 33. Linebackers Brady Cope and Sam Kurtz are flying to the football as they remain among the leaders in assists.
Defensive line staying steady in tackle for loss category as, again, Cannon and Disruptor both have 16. Rarick is leading in pressures with 17. Cullen Dyson has 10.
Yeah, and then that's going to be a huge game. We'll talk a little bit about that tonight when we get into the tail of the tape, Lee. And definitely, I know there's something in the keys of the game as well with that defensive line. But in the secondary, sophomore Zach Vadial again and Sam Kurtz, they have the most pass breakups with 6, and Hunter Halapaska still leading the team with those 3 interceptions.
So that does it for stats on the Cobra side. We're going to take a brief break. When we come back, we'll have, of course, the notorious tail of the tape. And this week's keys to the game. Will, you've already given a little sneak peek tease. Stay tuned, folks, if you want the whole picture. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, Cobra fans, as we take our hats off to honor America right quick.
So good to honor America here on this Veterans Week as we get set for a little Thursday night edition of Friday Night Football.
That's right, Lee. So we had to go adjust some camera because there was an umbrella issue going on.
Well, there's a lot of umbrellas out here tonight as it is a rainy night, folks. I don't know how much of it's going to show up through the television screen, but we're having some good, steady rains and maybe heavier stuff on the way. So it'll be interesting to see how that impacts this game tonight. I think the key there, Will, is don't get cute.
Yeah, no, not at all. And we need to talk about those tail of the tape right quick as the boys come running out of the tunnel. Lee, offensively, the Cobras stack up well against this Bulldog team. The Cobra line is bigger and will be more physical with a Bulldog front four. Expect a big night on the ground here at TM. Big Gun, Major LaRue, and Senior Landon Wolfskill, they are back this week, so get ready for a heavy dose. I'm going to call it right now. I'm getting ready for a heavy dose of corn dog tonight.
I've been hungry for it. Oh, it's good to have the corn dog back. Yeah. Defensively, when you compare these two teams, Cobra front line, they're going to dominate tonight. Bulldog O-line will have their hands full with this bigger, faster, more physical defensive line of the Cobras. Rarick, Dyson, Roundtree, they've proven to be calls big fits for opposing teams. Tonight's going to be no different at all.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Defensive line of the Cobras wins that battle
for sure. Bulldogs, they have a good passing game, and that is led by their 3-year starting senior quarterback Romo. We remember him from 3 years ago in Odom. He's still here, trying to wrap up his senior year and dominate the Cobras tonight. He likes to carve up defenses with that short passing game, so it will be imperative that the Cobras play aggressive bump and run coverage tonight. The Bulldogs do not have a lot of speed, so the Cobra secondary should be able to keep receivers in front and shut down those underneath routes.
That's right. One key you mentioned earlier from watching some tape is you can kind of get an idea when this team's going to throw and when this team's going to run based on how their offensive line gets set. I get a little lazy when they're in passing situations. They don't put that hand all the way down, but, boy, when they get ready to run, they'll bury themselves deep in that three-point stance.
Yeah, and we should see that tonight, Lee, and we'll definitely point that out, and hopefully the Cobras are ready for that too. But we keep talking about all these keys. Let's go ahead and get some keys to the game. All right, now first key to the game.
Let's get our producer in here. He hadn't got a chance to say anything all year. He's been running the switches, running the graphics.
Rob when we need
Come on, Barnett.
What is that first one there, but Ryan?
Number 5 means nickel.
Yes, it does.
During the London game, we saw fellers go with the nickel formation during passing situations. Number 5, Nick Kuchler, was that nickel back, providing extra coverage personnel, which will provide the extra time the D-line will need to get in the backfield and sack or flush out Romo.
There you go.
Yeah,
Nickel D.
That extra guy, having him in there is going to be huge tonight, and I'm expecting to see that. I really do expect the fellers to start playing. We saw a little hint of it in that London game like Ryan was talking about, and I'm expecting to see some of that here tonight too.
It never hurts, too, when your Nickel D has number 5, Nick Kuchler as it. I mean, that just lines up perfect. I'll tell you what, we got our advantage. We got old double nickel on the staff, so there you go. Hey, second key to the game, run Romo. The Cobra D-line, they got to pressure this guy. They got to make Romo run. They're going to have to force him to make bad decisions and throw on the run. He is an accurate quarterback, Will, and he can throw really well under pressure. He will stand in and take the shot. What he can't do under pressure is push the ball downfield. He lacks arm strength. He lacks that short passing game. He's not a fast runner either, so if you get to him quick – and often, you're going to cause him to make some mistakes.
Yeah, I know you will. Looks like the Bulldogs did win, and they've elected to defer to the second half. But we got one more key to the game before kickoff here. Let's go ahead and play it, Ryan.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
What? Sit down, Bruce Dickinson. We don't need cowbell. We need corn dog tonight. Corn dog.
We do.
The Cobras are bigger and more physical than the Bulldogs. The run game is going to be big tonight. We should see all variations of that corn dog formation tonight here in TM against these Lyford Bulldogs.
Right.
Put them away early.
Deep fried, extra long, all of them. Bring out the corn dogs.
I'm ready to see it. And we're going to get it in that opening kickoff here as Lyford is kicking off to the Cobras. We got an extended roster here as well, Lee. Several of the JV kids and a couple of freshmen coming up on that varsity roster helping out. So they're down there on the sideline, and I know they're rooting for a quick
Yeah, lopsided score.
Yeah, quick lopsided score.
Get some action. Well, one other thing we're seeing tonight that we haven't seen all year is they've got the names on the back of the jerseys, Will. You make playoff football, you get special recognition. The team earned it this year, so right above the numbers, they got the names.
Yeah, I always like seeing that. That was kind of a tradition that Dixon brought in when he came in, and it's been fun seeing the kids. I know the kids really enjoy that special part of it. It does break their heart a little bit when they realize that jersey does not belong to them now.
The names come off.
The names do come off.
They don't know that. They don't know that.
And this one is underway. This by-district bout, and Sam Kurtz is going to fall forward and field that one. The Cobras are going to take their first possession around the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Lyford, that's a pretty good start there. A clever idea. I mean, they got the squib kick going. A wet field, wet ball, wet hands. Everybody out here, let that thing run up. You can see the rooster tail behind it. Still did not give the Cobras any kind of exceptionally good starting position, but never know what kind of opportunities that can create when that ball's on that wet turf.
No, and what we got out here, we got the old corn dog formation. Lee starting off.
No reason to wait.
Not at all. Martin offset to Garza's left. LaRue in the halfback spot. There's going to be a flag on the play, but Garza's getting loose up the middle. That should be against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, free play right there. They recognized it, fired off immediately. One thing we're going to have to highlight for our viewers at home, there are some yellow spots on the field. Don't confuse those with flags. They're markings for the soccer field, and they got down there inside the 2-yard line on both ends. Some other places they got some painted markers for soccer, but it's going to confuse me. You look up, you see a yellow dot on the field, you're thinking flag down.
Yeah, then they're going to go ahead and accept that penalty, so it's 1st and 5 now. Landon Wilskill, the outside receiver nearest
They got a free play again.
us. Yeah, and that's going to be Martin on the carry this time as he bounces out to the left side, brought down beyond the line to gain, but we'll see what the call is. And I'm sure it is against Lyford as coaches for Lyford go ahead and run 2 guys off and 2 guys on because they're not happy on the sideline, getting a little too antsy.
No, they're not. And the good news is the Cobras have been able to pick up the 5 yards on their own each time. But, you kind of want to have the option off of that to go take that free play shot downfield.
Garza on the quarterback carry. He's got loose. He's got a guy to meet. He's at the 30, the 20. Safety's coming across, but Garza's going to get in for a Cobra touchdown. So real quickly, 11:24 left in this first quarter. 3 plays, Cobra score.
Yeah, no, that's how you do it. And you could see 2 green Bulldogs right there completely underestimating the speed out of number 7. Pursuit angles were lined up, and they just flat missed it. But I am ready for the scoring drive recap, partner. Let's kick this extra point, and I'm coming with it, baby.
We got double duty tonight with Rob being out, and looks like the bullseye is through and true again. So let's go ahead and get that Con Metal scoring drive recap here.
Yeah, Cobras had a 3-play touchdown drive to start this game. Garza carried on the first play of the game for 5 yards. Cooper Martin followed him, 5-yard pickup there, and then Garza takes it 60 yards to the house for a 70-yard 3-play scoring drive. Boom! Playoffs are underway, baby.
Yes, it is. And the corn dog is here to stay.
Yes, it is.
We'll be right back. Actually, no, we're not. They're already running out to the field. Sorry, Ryan.
They can keep serving up those corn dogs all night.
They're ready for it. Speaking of some outstanding stuff that happened, I know you traveled up to San Antonio to go watch the band compete in the state.
Yeah, we did. We got to watch the band yesterday. It was an exciting performance. Golden Cobra Band did fantastic. Huge year for them as they make their first return trip since 2017 to the state finals. They got there, put on a great show. Everybody there very proud of the job they did.
Fantastic. That is awesome.
And they're here tonight. Came straight from San Antonio. They got the ponchos on tonight, and they're out in the weather here.
And Warren's going to pooch this one around. It's going to be fielded at the 30-yard line. He retreats for some reason. Great coverage by the kicking team. Halapaska come diving in, but I believe that's going to end up being Ryland Barr, number 12, that came in and made the tackle there.
Yeah, he lost a little yardage there, like as you called it, the intentional retreat. Gave up some ground, and the Cobras in white tonight just flying down the field. They made sure not to let him have any of it back.
Yeah, so we're going to get a first look at the Bulldogs offense here tonight in TM. And like we talked about, Lee, you can kind of tell based off of watching them on film of what they are going to do whenever they decide to run or throw. They're going out with the trips formation right away here. And you'll see if that line just goes ahead and just is kind of standing up, and they'll set down their hand real quick right before. Now they're leaning forward a little bit. Romo back to pass and disruptor in the backfield. Ball does fall incomplete. There's that key to the game, Lee, is getting in there quick.
No, and hats off to you. For all those folks listening at home, these things are not just things that somebody tells us. This is from homework. My partner did his film study. He's picked up on these trends, and you're exactly right, Will. Right there, Cobras could read that was going to be a passing situation or likely passing situation for them, and they got back there in a hurry. This kid Romo, he likes short passing situations. He gets the ball out very fast. So as we talked about pregame, it's important that these the Cobra secondary plays press coverage, and those defensive line gets back there in a hurry, and they did.
Yeah, it's going to be a quarter. Romo's going to take it on himself. QB sweep out to the right side. Be brought down out of bounds by Zach Vadial. So designed QB run there with that empty backfield. Four receivers on this side to try to flood out and help block for Romo.
Yeah, Villarreal gets him just a little bit short of the line to gain, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 1 here. Defense, chance to get off the field here on 3 and out.
Good play call there by the Lyford Bulldogs. I'm not looking at the QB run, especially from a team that QB doesn't really run a whole bunch.
Well, they like you highlighted earlier, they know it's a wet night for them, so if you're a heavy passing situation team, 70% does not favor what they want to do.
Yeah, Romo's going to hand the ball off to the up back, number 5. That's John Barron, and he gets enough for that Bulldog first down.
Interesting a run right into the teeth of that front line there for the Cobras. You know, it's an intimidating presence as they've got a little bit of size advantage, a little bit of strength advantage.
And it looks like we got a player down, so with that timeout, we'll take a quick timeout as well. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
Cobras coming back now as they get set to go in defense here. 1st and 10. Lyford looking to throw earlier as Romo completes that for a pickup of about 7-6.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to see a lot of, Lee. Those little those routes where they're going to run off the line of scrimmage about 5-10 yards, kind of settle down in an open zone. If the Cobras are going to give them cover or give them that bit of a cushion, they're going to go ahead and try to take advantage of that.
This time they run that overload to this side again, 4 receivers.
Yeah, Romo's going to call his own number, but he runs into several Cobras. I believe Dylan Rearick was in on that tackle along with Clayton Roundtree.
Yeah, Roundtree got there, and I couldn't tell whether it was 6 or 8, but one of them, I gave him a shot right in the ribs. And Romo, we talked about it a little bit already. He's a very tough kid. He will stand in and take a hit, and right there, the first one stood him up, and the second guy gave him a little hello.
Trips to the near side here. They're trying to bring somebody else up. I believe that's Cason Williams was trying to jump the route or get the timing down, not necessarily jump the route, but get the timing down to be able to get in the backfield. Romo back to pass again. Hits number 7 right at midfield where he's brought down finally there by Zach Vadial again.
Yeah, and he did a great job of getting the ball out in a hurry right there. I mean, I believe it was Rearick that was coming free, and Rearick was moving. That ball was in and out of the hands of Romo in a hurry and delivered on target. We talked about his precision. And right there you see he throws to the spot.
trips to this side of the field. Hunter Halapaska, the lone safety, over the top. Ball's going to be handed off to number 5 up the middle again, but he runs into a wall of Cobras and just driven back. I don't know if he got about maybe a half a yard. We'll see what they give him there. That was Barron again on the carry.
Yeah. I'm surprised they let that seemed a little like the whistle's a little slow there because he was stood up and really nowhere to go, no forward progress at all. You know, we've seen them. That's the second time they've gone running right in the interior of that defense. They had a little success on the first one. That second one, not so much. I don't expect that that's going to be their bread and butter tonight.
Romo back to pass again. Rolls out to his left side this time. And nice little touch pass there. Hits Barron. Barron's going to get what he can before he's pushed out of bounds around the 40-yard line. So good play there by the seniors.
Yeah, no, he was looking there early for that little pass to him in the flats. 33, Brady Cope did a good job of coming up for it. He didn't have him on the first look, but Lyford Bulldog right there recognized it, kind of almost ran that wheel route around behind him, got the second look, dumped it over the top. Yeah, a good adjustment there from the back, helping his quarterback out.
7:55 remaining in this first quarter. Lyford in Cobra territory. Romo's going to pull it this time out to the left side. I believe that's Quebeca that reaches out and brings him down after a decent gain on that first down carry.
Yeah, good little ball fake there. Well disguised. Quebeca did his job, stayed home, but they pick up half of it. And, you know, partner, I got to say, you know, I'm a little surprised at the success Lyford offense is having right now. We felt like maybe they weren't as good as they had been as the stats on paper showed. But so far, they're having some success.
They are, and you're doing that with a 3-year Letterman quarterback here with Romo. Romo's making things happen. We did talk a little bit about that as well. Now going to keeping it at 3-man set. He's going to swing pass it out to number 4, be brought down immediately by Brady Cope. I don't know if he got maybe about a yard on that second down pass, but
and Villarreal did a good job of recognizing that early as he came up on it.
And Feller's doing a good job by moving the big guys out. Jackson Kahanick was in for a couple of plays to give Roundtree a breather. Jaden Amaro as well. They're running off as Rurick and Roundtree run back onto the field. So you can see that's part of Feller's game plan is get these guys, keep them fresh. You got guys that have speed, can fight through, and then get into the backfield and quickly to disrupt Romo. That's his game plan. That's what he's sticking to right now.
Right now, 3rd and 3. You got to figure they're figuring this is 2-down territory, yard and a half here. Maybe take a second shot.
Romo back again, but he does end up splitting the pocket there, getting down to the 30-yard line. We'll see that it's going to be probably enough for a Bulldog first down as we click under 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first quarter.
You know, they were able to pick up the first down, but the takeaway there, great coverage downfield from the Cobra secondary. There was nowhere for Romer to go with that ball. He was looking, and so were we, but really no option for him. Really tight coverage all around.
Yeah, 1st and 10, again with that empty backfield, 4 receivers this time to this side of the field. Romo's going to take it himself on the edge, splits a couple of defenders before he's finally brought down. I believe that was Bo Bethany and Hunter Halapaska that came in to make that tackle.
You know, it's an early storyline here, but it's not one that I think I foresaw. But really, the key to this drive so far for the Bulldogs has been Romo's legs, which is a little bit unusual. He's been forced to create, and he's has not traditionally been known as a scrambling quarterback.
Yeah, the offensive line is doing a good job of separating and opening those holes. And defensive line right now, they're pinning their ears back and trying to get to the backfield, just slowly missing. Right now, Barron up the middle, but he is wrapped up immediately and brought down. I couldn't see who that was that came in pretty quick, and that was the cannon. Cullen Dyson, I should have known. He got shot in from that defensive end position and wrapped Barron up. But that is going to be enough for a Bulldog first down.
Yeah, they're able to stay ahead of the chains. They've had really good down and distance situations throughout this whole drive. Constantly staying ahead of where they need to be, putting themselves in manageable 3rd down situations.
Twins to both sides of the field. Barron is offset to Romo's right. Romo back to pass again. He's got Rarick in his face. He's wrapped up and brought down at the 30-yard line. How about that for the disruptor?
That'll work because that's exactly what we needed. We were just talking about how they've stayed in manageable situations. They're not a team that is a big threat team. They don't push the ball downfield. They like to take it in little 4, 5, 6 yard groupings, and if you can get them right here or a big sack for a big loss, you're going to put them in a situation they don't like. It's not what they're comfortable in.
No, not at all. And Dylan Rarick did exactly what we were talking about. He just split the offensive lineman, was able to shoot past that gap and get in there and wrap up Romo, bring him down.
Cobras are, have a lot of guys in coverage. They're depending on those big three up front to win the battle, and anytime they can get through 3-on-5, they do it.
Rarick again, and he gets a hand on Romo, and Romo's ball does fall incomplete there, intended for number 8, De La Garza. So Rarick again, pinning his ears back and just flying through, splitting that offensive line and getting back there and disrupting what Romo was trying to get done.
And right there, it was a 3-on-5 situation, and that guard had to come over to help on Roundtree, and that's what allowed Rarick to get through. Anytime these guys can keep winning, dominating that matchup, they're going to keep having that success.
Yeah. Leifert going again with that empty backfield. This time we've got trips to the near side of the field. Romo back to pass. He's got pressure in his face again. Little swing pass out there to number 4, but he's wrapped up immediately by Bo Bethany. And I believe that was, we'll see. That was Sam Kurtz. But Nick Kuchler in on that nickel back, coming in from that nickel back position. Lee, he was there first to force number 4, Chavez, to be able to have to cut back in where Nick had that help from the defense. They ended up getting a short game, but now it brings up 4th and long for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, critical down here with 3 minutes left in this first quarter. They're going to go empty again. No help.
On back to pass again. 3-man on. There's great coverage there. Ball does fall incomplete. We've got no flags on the play. I believe, let's see if they pick him up. Yeah. Was that Hunter Halapaska? It's hard to see. It was Hunter Halapaska. That was a senior coming down from that safety spot. When you're going with that full empty backfield, it kind of separates you a little bit. Hunter, great coverage right there, knocked that ball incomplete.
I couldn't see who had the coverage there, but yeah, great play. I was watching this front side again, watching Rarick on the far side as he won that battle again, and probably could have gotten a holding call against that left side tackle. Mm-hmm. They don't have a way to handle him yet, and I think you're going to have to see him make some adjustments by either bringing him back in to help or figure something else out.
Cobras come out in that corn dog formation. Ball's going to be handed off to Kuchler, but Bulldogs snuff that out and bring him down for a loss. I have to go back and look at that one again. Yeah, it was an RPO or an option play there. Not sure if Garza just didn't see anything for him and play kind of fell apart. This time they're going to go the opposite side with that same formation. Kuchler's your slot receiver to the near side. Another free play here as Martin's going to get the handoff this time and get some tough yardage, fight forward. But that's going to be should be against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and it will be. Even better, going to keep us extra down there.
Yeah, so by accepting that penalty, should move them pretty close to where the original line of scrimmage was. So now it's going to be second and about 11.
They're going to have a free play again.
Yeah, Garza rolling out this time. He's got Quebeca there. Ball does fall incomplete. That's that little wet ball out there tonight. Going to be a little hard to handle, but we do have another flag on the play. It may very well be, like you said, Lee.
Yeah, no, it's offsides on that left side again, and I don't know if the Garza just mixing up the snap count on them or if they're just a little antsy with the playoff football tonight, but I think they have jumped on every single play thus far except for the 60-yard touchdown run.
Cole Powell's doing a great job of that because the way the Cobras do this, Ashton claps his hands when he's ready, and Cole decides when he's going to snap that ball. And so he's been seeing that. He's been snapping it right away. to get those free plays. This time Garza calls his own number off to the left side. He's going to get some decent running room there. Should be enough for a Cobra first down.
Yeah, and I'd have loved to see what happened if he bounced that outside of Kubeka. It looked like he had him sealed down, and there was probably a little bit of extra running room on there on the outside.
Garza setting up now, shotgun pistol formation with Martin directly behind him.
Split out on both sides.
Yeah, we've got the two tight end set, LaRue and Quebeca with their hands down and being at tight end. Martin's going to split the middle there, runs over a couple of Bulldogs and ends up falling forward for a decent gain, about 9 yards on that first down carry.
So 2nd and 1, these are situations coaches love. We're winding into about a minute left in this first quarter as they've got a chance to open the playbook here.
Martin again trying to find some type of running room. It looks like they're going to end up downing him about a yard beyond the line to gain. So
yeah,
that's another
change.
Cobra football first down.
Cobra's not in any hurry right now. Play clock sits at 30. Game clock at 50 seconds. So probably we'll see this is the last play of the quarter. It's been a good first quarter on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I would expect the Cobras to kind of take a little bit of time, get that defense a breather. Garza back to pass. Fires up the middle. He's got LaRue. LaRue juggled it a little bit, but does hang on to it. Brought down around the 35-yard line.
Good play call there. LaRue found just a zone, and ball came out of the hand. Garza's a little wobbly. You can see it a little wet. It's still raining down here. Little pitch and catch there.
Down to the traditional, no, this is something different. Going to get LaRue in motion going the other way. This time, Kuchler comes in motion. Garza pulls it, tries to spin back to the middle, but he's going to be wrapped up by several Bulldogs and brought down. I believe they're going to give him forward progress around about a yard beyond the line of original line of scrimmage. Yep. And that ticks away here in the first quarter. Your Cobras are leading it 7-0. We're going to switch sides of the field. Thanks to some sponsors. We'll be right back. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Welcome back, Cobra football fans. Your Cobras leading here in this by-district bout between the Cobras and the Lyford Bulldogs here at Teloso Midway in Corpus Christi. Nice facility out here. They just brought this turf in, redid the stands, got a really nice press box up here. So we've really been enjoying our stay here at Teloso Midway.
Oh, I'm having the time of my life.
Well, we're also dry.
Yeah, we are. I see a lot of ponchos, a lot of umbrellas across the way of these industrial fans.
Kuchler in motion, but they're going to fake it to him and give it to Cooper Martin. He's going to drag a couple Bulldogs with him, be brought down around the 26-yard or 24-yard line. Golly, I'm all off today.
Hey,
see what happens when you miss a week and you don't practice, Lee? That's what happens.
Well, the bye week is a nice little rest up, I tell you what.
Yeah, Cobra's going quick again. 3rd and 2. Kuchler, the lone receiver to this side of the field. Garza calls it himself. He's got some running room. Tries to find, bounces outside off Kuchler's block there and getting inside the 5-yard line before he's finally pushed out of bounds. So great run there by number 7 and an even better block there by number 5.
Yeah, no, it was a great job of Kuchler downfield and staying engaged, not getting his hands outside the pads, not getting called for a hold, not making a bad decision, just staying engaged, creating a disruption, buying about an extra 8, maybe 10 yards for your quarterback there. Setting up 1st and goal here.
Quebeca, the tight end of this side of the field with his hand down. LaRue lead blocking in there as Martin goes off to the right side. Doesn't find a whole lot of room ends up getting brought down after a short gain. I almost wondered if it looked like the way that play opened up, Lee, was Martin had a little cutback laying off to the left.
Yeah, he did. They finished with that pile getting pushed by the big boys there as he bought an extra few. But Lyford wants to take a timeout, and I don't blame him. We're going to take a timeout and thank some sponsors. We'll be right back.
Commitment to community service. It's a mission the First State Bank employees have lived by for more than 60 years. By continuously volunteering, sponsoring school fundraisers, and engaging in community service projects, the First State Bank not only lives its mission, it lives up to its motto, friendliest bank anywhere. So call, stop in, or visit fsblouise.com today and get to know the friendly bankers who are making a positive impact in your community. Eat 'em up, snakes. The First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. Cobra's knocking on the door again here in the second quarter with 11:15 left in this first half.
Knock.
No, empty backfield this time. LaRue, the lone receiver on this side. You got Martin, Kuchler, and Wolfskill off to the other side, far side. And Garza's going to call his own number up the middle, splits two defenders, and gets in for another Cobra touchdown.
Yes, sir. Little action tonight with the flickering lights. You know, at Tolosa Midway, you were talking about how much fun we're having here. While we were on break, they went to the dance cam. They got the Jumbotron. They were painting some of the fans with the dance cam logo on the screen. Everybody having fun. Now the lights, I tell you, the LEDs that are turning them on and off with a strobe light effect for the touchdown. Just an exciting night.
It sure is. And with that, Bullseye is through and true again. Cobras go up 14-0. So with that, let's call it a Continental scoring drive recap. Lee, you remember all of the plays this time?
Yeah, they scored a touchdown, Will.
Without Rob out here tonight, it is making things a little bit difficult. But you're right. Several runs by Ashton.
And this one was in the different direction.
It ended in the different direction. It ended, but it started going the other way. Now, Martin had several runs. LaRue had that big catch over the middle here for about 30 yards. Then another great run by Martin after we right before we switched sides of the field. And then Garza, your senior leader, your leading rusher, your leading touchdown holder here for the Cobras, punches in another one to add to his total, 14-0 here in this by-district match with 11:11 left in the first half.
That's your scoring drive recap. I give it a 6.3.
All right, I'm trying. Maybe Rob will let us know.
Landing.
Maybe Rob will let us know how we're doing in the comments. But speaking of comments,
I'm really surprised he hasn't
yeah, me
messaged
too.
already in the comments.
But this is our biggest showing of the year. 443 people.
443. We're up at 451 a minute ago. I think we need a little over/under. I'm gonna set it at 492, partner. There's the over/under. Would you like to take the over or the under?
I'm gonna take the under on that one.
You think so?
I think so.
I think we're breaking 500 tonight.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm calling it right now.
Well, then there you go. All right. So that means, folks, y'all got to get out there and make some phone calls and make sure everybody's watching this ball game.
Or at least find some Russian bots. We're big with the Russian bots.
We are big. We had some bots today. We did have some bots that go through Facebook and clear a bunch of that stuff out earlier today because there was all kind of people showing this football game tonight. So, man.
International, baby. 11-11 on the scoreboard right now. Second quarter. Make a wish if you're listening. 11-11. Pluck an eyebrow, eyelash, whatever it is.
All right. Bulldogs go right back to that running game again to try to find some running room. Barham cuts back into the middle, runs into big number 33, Brady Cope, and he brings him down after a short gain.
Yeah, the interior front line right there disrupted and forced a cutback. Linebacker Brady Cope cleans it up. Maybe these guys did not listen to our tail of the tape, Will. Maybe we need to let them know they are not going to win this battle up front. We already gave the advantage to the Cobras in the pregame. We measured. We measured. We took the tail of the tape. We awarded the point.
Yeah, it's done. Well, a lot of ball game here left to play, Lee. But like you said in that first drive, Lyford kids come out and they've impressed us a little bit with that run game. Again, Romo back to pass, fires it downfield. A great catch there by number 7, over the shoulder catch there, brings it into 50 beyond the 50-yard line. But, wow, Lee, that was a great pitch and catch there by Gonzalez.
Yeah, it was. That was a really well-thrown ball in really tough conditions. I mean, he threw that spot on perfect, and his receiver knew that thing was going to be right where he was running, didn't have to slow down, didn't have to break stride, just lays out on the sideline. Great catch.
Yeah, Zach Vadial in coverage there, and he was doing a great job. It's just one of those things. It's just, what do you do with that? It's a great play. Tip your hat and get to the next one.
Well, I think that's where Lyford will find some success tonight. They're not going to run on this up front.
No, and they're wrapped up immediately by Dylan Rearick and Cullen Dyson as Romo just had nowhere to go. He loses 2 on that play.
Yeah, and Romo has been the success of their running game, but it's all been him creating opportunities. You know, when a play breaks down, they're going to find success. It's going to be on the legs of him improvising.
Well, he does wear number 9, and he has the same name as the old Cowboys, Tony Romo.
Yes,
what
he
did
does.
Tony do? Lived on improvising. Bulldogs
And
looking
commercials.
Yeah, Bulldogs don't like what they see. They're going to go ahead and call the timeout. So with that, we'll call a quick timeout as well. Your Cobras leading it here in TM. This by-district bout 14-0 with 9:24 left in this first half. We'll be right back. And we're back. Romo, shotgun formation, rolls out to the right side, but doesn't find anybody open. Ends up throwing that ball incomplete. Looked like Brady Cope tried to dive back and get a hand on that one.
Yeah, that's a hard pass to make right there. Romo rolling to his right, receiver moving opposite direction, and he has to throw across the body backwards. I mean, that's a heck of a hard throw to even attempt.
Yeah, the old Brett Favre throw.
Yeah.
Well, Kason Williams, the senior defensive end out here, stand-up outside linebacker, whichever way you like to call that. He runs off the field, and Nick Kuchler checks in that nickelback situation. Trips to the far side of the field. Romo in the backfield with Barron offset to his right. Romo back to pass again. Disruptor in his face. Roundtree giving him some chase. Romo throws across his body. Great job by nickelback number 5, Nick Kuchler, to be able to test that ball.
If somebody would have just highlighted him pre-snap, I tell you what, that'd be genius.
That was great. But again,
oh, wait. Good job, partner.
Yeah, it was. No, but Lee, you talked about it. You know, Romo does. He tries to find things. He's always constantly. His eyes are constantly looking downfield to try to find somebody open, and he does do that quite a bit. He likes to turn around, kind of make some plays happen, throws across his body. He does it there again. Almost completes that. If it wasn't for Nick to contest that pass and knock that one down, great play there by number 5, Kuchler.
Yeah, it was. And we're officially up to 482. Thank y'all for tuning in, everybody.
They're just trying to prove me wrong.
Trouble.
Yeah, that was one of those you just kind of. And Nick will learn from that one. Just kind of let that one roll. It is what it is. But slippery night out here tonight. Ball took a little bit of a bad bounce, and Nick tried to get back to it and ends up slipping down. Lyford recovers.
Yeah, and that's the thing that Lyford needs right now. Down 14-0. Those are the kind of things you depend on. A little shot, little momentum, little bounce your way. But one thing that we've still got in our favor is that defense in front of them. Defense has played pretty well tonight, and, this is one time you don't want to put them in that situation, but if you have to, I really think they can answer the call.
Well, right here, I'm going to look to try to not give them any type of cushion at all. You want to really play some bump and coverage on the outside. Watch for anything coming over the middle because this is where Lyford lives, within that 5 to 10 yards. And this is perfect right here as Romo falls down on the ball somewhere around the 25-yard line. We'll see where they end up spotting it at. But that pushes them back, and that's exactly where the Cobras need Lyford to be at right now inside the red zone.
We're up to 494, partner. Oh, I think we're going to make it.
Yeah, it's everybody back home just want to prove. That's okay. No problem. I don't mind getting proved wrong. We got some Lyford fans out there watching tonight. We appreciate y'all, too. We do have somebody injured out on the field right now. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
I mean, we had the dance cam.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome back, Cobra football fans. Hey, you know, as we are going to break, partner, you mentioned it. We got some folks listening from Lyford tonight. I want to welcome them all. And why not welcome them with a little dog joke? How about it?
They might not understand our humor like the Pirates do, though.
That's true. That's true. But, yeah, folks, we got a few queued up for you tonight, courtesy of our producer. Here's your first dog joke of the night. Y'all know why a dog can't dance?
Why is that?
Because he's got 2 left feet.
Exactly. Trips to this side of the field. Romo running out to that way as well, looking down. Connects again with number 7, but he's brought down immediately. I believe that was Sam Kurtz that brings him down. That's Gonzalez, that was senior receiver on the reception.
Can't advance a catch after contact either. 2 left feet. 2 left feet, partner.
That's it.
3rd and goal.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That goes right down with your dance cam down there.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. 3rd and goal from the 19-yard line. We'll see what Lyford tries to go with here. You know, me thinking in my head, I'm just, why not try a screen? With how aggressive the defensive line has been going for the Cobras. We'll see what Lyford goes ahead and draws up. No, they're going to roll Romo out to the corner. Fires the ball downfield. Man, he had a guy. That was Gonzalez again. He had him there in the corner, just a little bit too far out of his reach, maybe about a few inches. That could have been a different story.
And, man, you think about the wet conditions we got on the field. That was a heck of a plant and break out of that on that route there out of Gonzalez. I mean, man, that was a beautifully run route as he did change directions.
Yeah, well, so being inside the red zone right now, and I don't know that Lyford has a kicker at all.
No.
4th down, they're going to go ahead and go for it right here.
Any kind of personnel change.
They better hurry up because they've got 7 seconds left on the play clock. They're ticking under 4 now. Do get the play off in time with 1 second. Romo's got pressure, fires it downfield. He does have a catch, and that is a touchdown. That's number 4, but we do have flags on the play over here. Let's see what that is.
I think it's going to be pass interference.
I think you're right,
Cobras,
too.
So that will get declined, and Lyford makes most of an opportunity as they recover the fumble inside the 10, go backwards a little ways, but 4th down, able to put some points on the board.
Yeah, that was a great play there by Romo and Adrian Chavez to connect there in that corner. Romo put that ball only where his guy could catch that, and right there in the corner of that end zone, they come down with it and end up scoring. 7:46 left in this first half. Well, we hit your over.
Yes, sir.
5:14 watching. That's going to be far. It looks like it's going to be wide, and that's going to be no good on that extra point attempt. So the Cobras still leading 14-6 with 7:46 left. As we get ready for the kickoff back to the Cobras, we'll take a quick break. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network. squib kick there. Brady Cope's going to try to pick that up around the 20-yard line. Barrels forward, still dragging a few Bulldogs with him down to the 30 before he's finally brought down, and that's where the Cobras will take their next possession. Well, on the break, we talked about it. We are definitely over with 518 viewers back home, so appreciate everybody out there watching.
Shout out to Clayton Fernandez. He said we'd go over 525, and we hit it during the break. It dropped a little after that, but we did cross it. So, Fernandez, you are the new leader in the pick'em tonight.
Yeah, a lot of shout out to everybody out there watching. Appreciate y'all. All the comments getting on here on YouTube.
Most importantly, if you got a good dog joke, send it in. We'll be here all night.
Well, there's a corn dog formation on the field right now.
There is.
Lyford doing a good job there by that linebacker.
Got it.
Yeah, he did. That linebacker coming up, just timing that. Timing the snap count, was able to get in the backfield and disrupt the handoff.
It looked like he never even broke stride. I mean, he pretty much read that one from the back.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and pull the corn dog off, go back to their original formation with the original spread, twins to both sides of the field. Quebeca and Kuchler are your inside receivers. Quebeca's the one in motion now. Garza's going to pull it himself, runs off to the left side, continues to run forward, dragging a Bulldog with him. He's going to be brought down around the 45-yard line. Great run there by Garza, and continue to churn those legs and carry a defender with him.
Yeah, and you got to recognize 65 there. Boy, William Ledwig leading the way. Just I don't know who was on the wrong side of that block, but he got to see some real estate as he was backpedaling halfway down the field.
Yeah, trips to the far side of the field again. Lyford trying to check that snap count. Garza didn't see anything, runs forward. He's still running. Good block out there by Williams. And Garza again off to the races. He's at the 10. We'll see if he sneaks in. Waiting on the sign. It is a touchdown. Another Cobra touchdown by the senior quarterback, Ashton Garza.
That's right. Cue the strobe lights, baby.
Well, how about that? Yeah,
we're waiting. We do have a flag down. We'll wait and see what the call is. Cobras look like they're walking back. And we may not like the way this one goes.
I didn't see a flag on the field at all. Them strobe lights are really messing me up, Lee.
You gotta put your club eyes on.
Looks like it's going to be holding against the Cobras. I believe it's still going to be a first down, though, because where the spot was, walking back 10 yards, still going to be a first down for the Cobras. So at the 46-yard line in Bulldog territory.
Well, partner, I had my Con Metal score and drive recap all queued up and ready to go, but I guess we're going to have to shelve that one for just a minute.
Yeah, look who's checked in a receiver in the inside. We got number 17, Landon Wolfskill.
Well, I know I've said it a bunch. I love with hands on Wolfskill.
Yeah, swing pass out to Kuchler. Another great block out there by Kason Williams. How about the senior locking up on the Bulldog cornerback and Kuchler able to get enough for another first down before he's run out of bounds around it or inside the 30-yard line.
No, that was just a well-executed play right there. Garza got it out of the hand quick, threw it right on the spot, inside of Kuchler, so he's already advancing upfield. Kuchler turned on the Jets. Good block, as you highlighted, out on the outside. Well-executed play all around.
We got a flag on the play here.
It's been that linebacker 12 for the Bulldogs that they continue to push pressure up with De La Cruz, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's trying to get that snap count down, and he's been successful so far a couple of times with it. This time the ball's going to be handed off to Martin. He gets back to the middle. He's off to the races again. Trying to cut into the right side before he's brought down. We'll see what it is. He brought down, but not before he got into the end zone, no.
That's right.
How about the Cowboy there riding that one all the way in?
They call that a touchdown. No, that was a great shot. And if they're gonna continue to walk that linebacker up or sprint him up, I should say, on that that pressure. When you run away from him to the opposite side right there, which is what we did. There's nobody there to stop it. I mean, it's green grass as far as you can see. Cowboy turned on the Jets and made them pay.
Yeah, it sure does. And bullseye, Bryce Warren knocks another one through those uprights to get this score to 21-6 here at TM. So you remember that whole Con Metal scoring drive recap?
Oh, like it was yesterday, partner.
That's a long time.
Yeah, no, there were a few plays and one that scored.
Yeah, no, you're right. Great run there by the Cowboy. We appreciate our friends over at Con Metal for sponsoring all of our score and drive recaps. We'll get back at it again next week, hopefully, if this game turns out the way we
old
expect
Dumpy.
it to.
Old Dumpy's not here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, shout out.
I didn't realize how much work Rob was carrying the load out there.
I think James Ramirez is on the wrong game. He's ready for the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, gotta love the boys.
So we did have a joke in here as well, though, Lee.
I'm ready for it, partner.
Well, I need to lose it. Here we go. What do you call a cute dog and a hot dog?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
What do you call a cute dog?
Oh, a hot dog?
A hot dog.
I messed that up, didn't I?
Yeah. Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
Oh, man. I did.
Come on, Sexy LaRue. You're supposed to know everything there is to know about being hot. Boy, right there is when you realize I've got nowhere to go. I just fielded this kick, and all I see is white, and I've got no lane, excellent coverage. That's a bad feeling.
Yeah, and it was a great job by the Cobra special teams, Lee. You know, I can't stop talking about how well they've improved this year.
I know.
I really can't, because the first few games have just we were really worried.
It seems like a long time ago. I mean, it really does. When you think back to those early September weeks, those first 2 weeks, it seems like forever ago. But, yeah, it was all we could talk about those nights is how bad. I don't know how else to say it. How bad they were doing. I mean, we were trying to make it seem not as terrible as it was, but it was rough. And they went to work. They fixed some things, and we have not seen any issue since.
No, you're right. Done a great job. Great play there by Romo. Way to sell the fake there. Good pop pass. Receiver is brought down by Zach Vadiala around the 25-yard line, but we do have a flag. It looks like it's going to be a hold against the Cobras. Defensive holding.
Y'all hear that music that they were playing a little bit before this? I don't know if y'all could hear it. There was some dance music, reggae music. Like that was
I like the club atmosphere we've got going here. You know, I want to put my fist, kind of give the old Jersey Shore.
I overheard it. It sounded like the same song that we had Leia dance to in the neon glow sticks.
Yeah. It's Sandstorm. They got the Sandstorm club music on. They got the strobe lights going.
Hey, well, Leia sent me a text. She said this music's giving me PTSD of y'all making me dance in these glow sticks.
Did she really?
Yeah, she sent me text.
Hey, she was such a good sport, man. She did a great job, didn't she? That was a lot of fun during homecoming week with the homecoming court guys on the Snake Pit games. Right now Zach Vadial and Sam Kurtz bring down the ball carrier for the Bulldogs after a short gain.
Yeah, there's so many fun things about doing this, partner. Each week we look forward to getting to hang out with each other, talk about football, watch football. But one of the highlights this year that's really been new for us is getting to meet all these kids, do fun things with them, play games, interview them, hear what they'd like to do, what's on their playlist. I mean, it's been a really cool experience to see the fun side of all these high school athletes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
And I really think the kids go back and watch it.
Oh, they do. They have it up in the cafeteria watching it. Yeah.
That's who the three people are that tune in each week.
Yeah, trips to the far side of the field. Barron offset to Romo's left. Back to pass again. Rearick in Romo's face, delivers the football. That is number 4 that does catch it. End up bringing him. He's brought down around. We'll see where they end up spotting it, but it'd be pretty close to that line of the game. Maybe another Bulldog first down.
Yeah, it is. And we got 4.5 minutes left. Second quarter was moving a little slower. That first quarter flew by. Right here, Lyford able to move the chains, start finding rhythm again.
Hey, we got a snake joke.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, Zeth Ramirez. What's a snake's favorite dance?
I don't know.
The Mamba.
Oh, Mambo.
Yeah, how about that?
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, keep them coming. Yeah, we can take both sides. We can take it just as much as we dish, right?
That's right.
Empty backfield again here for the Bulldogs. They're going to hand it to the receiver coming in motion. Great open field tackle there by number 3, Halapaska.
Hustle Halapaska does it again, man. That kid is everywhere.
He has been all over the field for sure. Hey, did he just get his nickname?
Hey, you know, Lyford, for all those folks out there listening, enjoying our jokes, I want to let you know, just be glad you're not pirates.
For sure.
Pirate night with this crew up here is a long night if you're on the wrong side of that one.
There's not as many dog jokes as
No,
there is
there's not. There's not.
Trips to the far side of the field. Barron again offset to Romo's right this time. He's going to roll that way, delivers it downfield. Ball falls incomplete. Intended receiver was number 21, Austin Chavez. So Romo's continuing to show that too, just getting around away from the pocket, delivers the ball pretty accurately. We talked about that a lot in the pregame as well, Lee, just how accurate he is.
Yeah.
And,
I've seen him, basically roll both ways, his throwing side and his non-throwing side. He's been accurate both ways. The only time we really seen him struggle is when he was trying to throw across the grain backwards behind him, which, should never do. But the guy can throw on the move. He can throw in the pocket. He stayed in. He's taken some shots from Rarick twice. But right now they find themselves in that 3rd and long situation that they have not enjoyed tonight.
Yeah. Romo again with Rarick giving him pressure. Roundtree as well off the chase, and he does throw back across his body this time again, but this time he does connect with number 21 after he's brought down by Ian Lugo, but we do have a flag on the play, so we'll see what that call is.
I think Lugo got there a little early, and that's going to be harsh because you're going to pick up the first down, unfortunately. He would have had him stopped about 6 yards shy of the line to gain, but they may get the automatic first down here.
Yeah, I'm not so sure what the back judge saw from that. They're going to wave that off.
Right.
Okay, I didn't think that Ian got there too early. The only thing I was thinking was possibly maybe Ian hooked him before as he was coming across, but either way, that's going to bring up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt this. But the Cobras are going to call a timeout with 3:04 left in this first half, leading at 21-6. We'll be right back. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra football fans. 3:04 left in this first half. Your Cobras leading 21-6. Lyford back to punt. What we got going on here? Back deep to receive this one for the Cobras is Kuchler. They'll end-over-end kick that's going to bounce around the 30-yard line and take a Bulldog bounce. Kuchler's going to go ahead and let this one roll inside the 15-yard line. It's going to be down around the 12-yard line. That's where the Cobras will take their possession with 2:52 left in this first half.
What are the odds you think that timeout was called just to talk about that very situation with Mr. Kuchler? Hey, just let it run down, let it roll dead. It's all right.
It's very possible. Very, very possible. But like I said, Nick, being a smart kid that he is, he learned from that one, I guarantee. Especially, we talk a little bit about it, being a wet night like it is. It does make footing a little different, things like that. We'll see what kind of formation we got coming out because it looks like LaRue is coming out here. He's a far wide-out receiver. I think this is the extra deep-fried corn dog formation.
I love it when we get into the variations.
Garza pass out to Wolfskill. Wolfskill's going to turn forward before breaks another tackle. We'll see where he ended up stepping out. I believe he's going to be marked out of bounds around the 17-yard line.
I just can't say enough about Wolfskill. I've been high on that kid all season, ever since I saw him catch everything that was thrown to him with two broken hands. I mean, Just a phenomenal job. He's got the big frame, big body.
Another free play here. Ball is handed to Martin. Martin splits the defenders. He's off to the races again. Cuts back towards the Cobra sideline before he's pushed out of bounds around the 40-yard line. You can guarantee that's going to be against the Bulldogs for jumping again. This play is going to stand here for the Cobras.
Yeah, it is. And I want to spend a special joke out to Armando right now. Armando, you know why it's called a litter of puppies? Because they're trash.
That's terrible. You went and dug deep on that one.
I did.
You went and dug deep on that one. All right. Twins to this side of the field. Quebeca in that tight end formation. Martin offset to Garza's right, but that play is going to be blown dead.
Yeah.
I think that they weren't ready. Were they not ready?
They were not allowed. The substitute was umpire hadn't blown it in. There it is.
That's why he hadn't
Now
spiked the ball for play yet. Garza back to pass. Pumps. Rolls out to the right side this time. Great block there by Martin.
Whoa, yeah.
Delivers a ball down to Quebeca. He continues to roll forward, brought down around the 15-yard line. Great play there. Great job by Garza, continuing to look downfield. An even better job by the guys blocking.
Yeah, no, that was a heads-up play. If you could see it in real time by Cooper Martin right there. He's looking the whole way, releases out. Do we have instant replay on it? No instant replay on this one yet.
Yeah, we do. It's right here. Here's our –
We're going to go to instant replay.
Oh, it's not.
Never mind. Well, anyways, Martin does a great job rolling out, looking for the pass first. When it's not there, turned, found 43, and planted his head right between the 4 and the 3 for the Lyford Bulldogs. Unfortunately, while we're working on instant replay, we are going to have to back this thing up on a.
Oh, what did I miss?
On a penalty. I don't know.
Okay. Looks like you're going to call a timeout here. So with that timeout, we'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network. How the other games are going. Welcome back, Cobra football fans. Minute 54 left in this first half. Cobra's leading 21-6. We believe there was an illegal man downfield, and that's what brought back that play on the last one. Garza rolls out to his right here, fires it downfield. He's got Kuchar. He makes a man miss. He's finally brought down around the 30-yard line.
That's a great job on the scramble drill out of number 5.
We got a flag on the backside over here. Now, what do we have here? Another illegal man downfield. Again, for the Cobras, they're going to have to clean that one up.
I think they're just wanting to take off when Ashton starts to scramble, and he's still looking.
No, I agree with you, Ryan, because you're right. Ashton, once he starts scrambling, he's typically running for the end zone. You don't see him throw the ball downfield quite often. That's why he's got over 1,200 yards rushing on the season.
Well, right now I'm already waving the white flag on the scoring drive recap, just so y'all know when we hit the end zone here in a minute. Then we went forward, backwards, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I don't know where we are anymore. I'm just going to call it right here, 50-play scoring play right here, 50-yard scoring play. Here we go.
Martin again on the left side this time. Tries to find some running room, ends up getting brought down inside the 35-yard line. Excuse me, the 45-yard line.
That'll bring up 6th down. I think we had 4 first downs right there.
Yeah, Cobra's going quick again as we tick under 1:10 left to play in this first half. Sideline pass out there to Kason Williams. Like to see him get out of bounds on that one as we tick under a minute left to play.
Yeah, Cobra's going to have to start moving pretty fast now. 55 seconds. Clock is still running. Crucial 3rd down here.
Yeah. Garza looking downfield. Ball falls incomplete. Intended receiver was Kuchler coming across on that drag pattern. Is going to bring a 4th down, but most importantly, does stop the clock with 40 seconds left. Lyford gets the ball back in the second half. So you'd like to see the Cobras go into the locker room punching one in or getting some type of points here.
Yeah, and with it being 4th down, clock stopped. I mean, they're going to have all the options here.
Well, they're going in with the corn dog formation here. They brought LaRue back in and Wolfskill. Lead block, and Martin goes up the middle. He's brought down around the 20-yard line. They're going to have to go quick as soon as the chains.
Stopped at 35 right now while the chains are getting reset. So that's the great thing about that situation there is you had all options to either go run or pass on that 4th down.
And they do clock the ball here. So bring up 2nd and 10 as we tick under 30 seconds left in this first half.
I was worried that might draw a flag for excessive clocking right there.
It looked like
he
he
threw it in the
slammed
ground
over.
pretty hard. Ashton made sure.
Garza back to pass again. He's looking over the middle for LaRue, and did he come down with it? How about that for old number 45? Missing a couple of weeks on that bum knee, coming back, getting himself a touchdown in the bi-district playoff game.
Big gun, shooting one there, right?
Yeah, he did.
I'm not sure that saying works. That's all right. That's a touchdown, baby.
That's what that was.
27-6 right now. 23 seconds left on the clock as the extra point attempt coming up.
Yeah. And the bullseye through and true again. Cobras grow up 28-6 here in Toloso Midway.
Jeff Fellers writes in, what do you call a dog that can't tell time? A watchdog. And I tell you what, these dogs have been watching us score all night long. Cobra offense is doing exactly what we thought they would do. Talked about it in pregame. Cobra offense just clicking right now. Lyford has not had a strong answer on how to stop them.
No, they haven't. They've done a great job coming out, executing the game plan. Defense, exactly what we've talked about in the beginning of the game. You know, that front line has been getting in the backfield and disrupting. You talked about it as well in the keys to the game, Lee. You know, run Romo. You want to get him out of the pocket. You want to flush him. You want to get him moving, get pressure in his face to make him have to throw the ball on the run. When he sits in there and he settles down, we've talked about it, he's accurate. And tonight, that front three with Rurick, Roundtree, and Dyson, and also Kahanik and Amaro coming in there and giving them a little bit of a breather, have done a great job of disrupting the backfield and getting back there and keeping Romo on the run.
Yeah, we talked about it during the tail of the tape that we felt like this Cobra offense was going to win over this Lyford defense. You know, the defense for the Bulldogs averaging 17 points a game. You know, we talked about that 91 record, the fact that they've really limited opponent scoring. That's been how they've been winning these games, by not letting their opponents score very often. But this Cobra offense we felt like was just a better matchup, something a little more high power than they had seen. And here we are, 28. We're already 11 over their season or their game average.
And as soon as we talk about it, great run there and return by the Bulldogs as they get into Cobra territory with 15 seconds left. Couldn't see who that was, but I believe Bryce Warren came around to push him back into the inside before he's brought down. But, man, Bulldogs almost got one there.
I love a kicker that can tackle. Nothing better than when you watch that kicker make a tackle. But, yeah, no, you're right. I mean, special teams, we were highlighting just how good they've played right there. Little bobble, but they handle things. 15 seconds, you got to figure Lyford can get certainly 2 plays, possibly 3 here if they manage this clock well.
They do have 2 timeouts remaining, if that scoreboard's right. I thought they used more than that.
I was going to say, I thought they had used 2.
Romo back to pass, steps up. Rurick tries to bring him down, but he gets away from it. That's Bo Bethany as well before Cullen Dyson comes down. I didn't see if that was Hunter Halapaska comes down.
Big mistake
from the safety's position, bring him down.
Oh, they are going to stop the clock. They were signaling that he didn't get out of bounds.
Well, I think they stopped it because
they called timeout.
They called timeout down here by Lyford. So with that quick timeout, we'll call a timeout as well. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
Whatever it is you wrangle, Whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. It looks like there's a little bit of a discrepancy here with the clock they're trying to get figured out.
Yeah, they've reset it, moved it back to 5.1, so a little over 5 seconds here.
Yeah, a little prevent defense, giving him a little bit of a cushion, not letting anybody get past you. Romo's got pressure in his face. That's Rick, and Rick does get a paw on him and brings him down for a huge sack, and that's zeros are going to tick away there, and that's going to be it for this first half. 28-6, Cobras leading it, Lee.
Yeah, no, that's been a fun first half. Cobras out in front. We're going to take a brief break. I don't know what we're doing. We got anything planned, partner?
No, I don't have anything planned. It's been a week.
We're going to go have a little halftime break, folks. We'll leave the cameras on so y'all can enjoy the atmosphere, and we'll be back with second half Cobra football here in just a minute.
You know what we will do? We are on the home side today, so we'll be able to showcase the band. So anybody that didn't get a chance to see the Golden Cobra band just competed at the state, they'll be out here tonight. We'll play that for you.
There you go. All right, folks, stay tuned as we get set to bring you the Golden Cobra band. We'll be back in just a bit.
Commitment to community service. It's a mission the First State Bank employees have lived by for more than 60 years. By continuously volunteering, sponsoring school fundraisers, and engaging in community service projects, the First State Bank not only lives its mission, it lives up to its motto, friendliest bank anywhere. So call, stop in, or visit fsblouise.com today and get to know the friendly bankers who are making a positive impact in your community. Eat 'em up, snakes. The First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
somebody said,
Welcome back, Cobra fans. Your second half action brought to you by Will LaRue, Lee Lewis. We got old Wes Unger, double nickel on the camera tonight. And Ryan Barnett, your producer, bringing you all the commercials and all your nice edits and everything you're seeing on your screen today. And running that painful scoreboard sometimes. It's hard to keep up with. But your Cobras are ready, fired up, leading here 28-6. As they come flying out of the tunnel, ready for this second half action. They're fired up. That was a great warm-up. We saw them come out, Lee, out of the locker room. They're ready to keep this thing going.
Yeah, no, it's been a fun night of playoff football. First half, really everything we've asked the Cobras, they delivered on. I mean, we talked about some of the keys of the game. The nickel defense, number 5, Nick Kuchler coming in, adding that 5th defender in the secondary. Came up big on a handful of plays. Front line did a good job of running Romo all night. Has not let him get any kind of rhythm on that short passing game. And, well, we don't even have to talk about the corn dog because everybody knows corn dog is just good stuff.
It has. It's been doing good. We've finally seen a couple of those plays that we were talking about. We've been talking about over the last few weeks, too, of we've been seeing LaRue wide open over the middle of the of the field, and worked out here for a touchdown where him and Garza were able to connect tonight. But, hey, great running by Garza, great running by Martin tonight, and even better job by that front line doing some outstanding blocking. And can't forget the edge blocking as well. Kason Williams has done a great job on some key plays out here tonight. I know a couple of them got brought back because of holding on or different things downfield.
Miscues, yeah.
Right, but Kason Williams has done a great job, the senior out there on the edge as well, helping with that block.
Yeah, no, it's been a good night of football. Cobras, of course, not out of the woods yet. Right now, it's still a 3-score game, 28-6, and so really, you want to see them come out, handle this third quarter, maybe put up another 2 scores, get a little bit more distance, and at that point, you can kind of coast. But right now, still a lot of football left to play.
Yeah, and Lyford has gone in, made some adjustments, and they're getting the ball back here in the second half. Last time Cobras kicked off, there was a great return by Lyford, but this time that pooch kick is going to be fielded fair caught around the 30-yard line. That's where Lyford will take their first possession of this second half.
Yeah, right now flag is kind of moving. No strong winds. They will have a slight breeze at their back yet, but the front has not come through yet, so we're not seeing any kind of strong wind out of the north yet. It's really going to affect this second half at this point.
Yeah, appreciate all our viewers out there. 481 out currently. But, partner, you said that at one point we were well over 600?
Yeah, we were north of 600 for a good part of that second quarter. So thank you for all the folks tuning in from both sides of both of these schools.
Yeah, appreciate that. And thanks for the like. And, doesn't hurt to hit that subscribe button as well. It's free. Helps us out also. Romo delivers the first one downfield, and it is caught in Cobra territory. That's number 4. It's been one of his favorite guys tonight. That's Chavez. He's also the one that caught that touchdown to put the points on the board for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bulldogs coming out first play from scrimmage out of the locker room as they look to push the ball down the field and attack early. And like you said, the receiver did a good job adjusting that ball. It was actually thrown the inside where the defender had position, but the receiver adjusts, gets it inside of him, and just able to make a play on a 50-50 ball.
Yeah, it was a little bit wobbly coming out of Romo's hand there, but Chavez made a great job of redirecting, coming back and getting that one. And Romo again to try to pass, but he runs into a couple of white shirts. He's going to throw this one away. The ball's going to fall incomplete out of bounds.
Boy, that ball barely made the line of scrimmage. It made it by about a half a yard.
Yeah, I know you're right. Real close, but it did. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Some of the scores from around the district as well. We have it sounds like Edna's winning. Ganedo's also up. We got let's see what we got here.
Yeah, Goliad was in a tight one earlier, 12-6, but now they kind of stepped on the gas and got some separation there.
Yeah, Edna's winning 28-3 over Rio Hondo. Romo back to pass again. Fires it downfield, and I believe he has a reception out here. But, Lee, I know you were looking at the same thing I was. There was a massive hold on Dylan Rear. That was Clayton Roundtree, actually, right in front of the white hat that did not get called. Ripped his shoulder pads back, actually. But
yeah, no, I was surprised. I mean, he was watching it, and I'm not sure why he didn't pull the trigger on it. But a good back shoulder throw there out of Romo. And that's the toughest pass to defend. There is that ball that's just thrown a little bit shallow, and the receiver can come back to it. Defensive back has a hard time getting a head around making a play on that.
Yeah, shotgun formation. Ball's going to fire up the middle, and he has another one. That's number 8, De La Garza there, another senior receiver. So Lyford has connected on every single play in this second half so far, and they're threatening inside the 10.
Yeah, well, one thing we haven't seen them do, I don't think I've seen anything on the ground during this entire series. They've come out, and I think they're going to what they're good at. They're going to throw. And they figure if you're going to beat us, we're going to go out doing what we're known for.
Well, the rain has subsided out here. It's not as wet now, so they're going to stick to that throwing. It's going to be a little more favorable for the Bulldogs. This time Romo tries to run forward up the middle.
Right on cue to show I know exactly what I'm talking about. He tucks it and goes up the middle.
Being in that short yardage right there in the QB draw, Romo gets what he needs for that 1st and goal.
They don't help us out like our guys do. Our guys will, they'll make us look good here. Lyford, goes opposite of what we're talking about. So, come on, Romo, help us out a little bit, buddy.
You think there's any relation there?
No. Ball's going to be handed off to, I believe that's Chavez, and Bo Bethany holding on to him, and ends up dropping him just shy of the goal line. Bring up 2nd down and goal from the
good effort there. Chavez, he tried to extend that ball over, but his knee was down before he could extend it and break the plane. Bo Bethany right there, strong job of holding on, making sure to drive him into the ground before he could reach the goal line. A little bit of power formation here out of Lyford.
Yeah, staying out of that trip's going to go with Romo this time, but he's shot in the backfield and brought down. That
was Dyson.
Was that number 6? That's Cannon Dyson. Comes shooting out like a cannon.
Yes, sir.
Bring Romo down in the backfield.
Yeah, and right there, they kind of help that Cobra defense out. When they come into those tight formations, it allows Cobra defense to really stack those bodies in and better defend, because that plays to our strength.
3rd and goal from the 4-yard line, or 3-yard line.
They're going to go back same set.
Yeah, they're going to try to power it again. This time Brady Cope gets in on the action and brings down the ball carrier. 4th and goal.
They're going to stop it.
And it looks like they're calling a timeout it's an official timeout.
I don't know the reason. Do you see the reason? Do you understand what's
I'm not seeing it. I think I'm not sure.
He's sending somebody off.
I didn't see anybody lose a helmet or anything.
Oh,
like
maybe
that,
somebody may have a little blood on them, need to get cleaned off. Well, either way, they're going to wind the clock here.
Lyford's going to go with the same formation, 3rd time in a row.
This time it's going to be a pass. Romo rolls out, and he has number 5, Barron, in the back of the end zone for a catch, and that's a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Good play call there by the Bulldog coaching staff, getting Barron on that outside. And every time Romo has kind of run out of the pocket, he's delivered a strike to the back of the end zone like that. And
I really thought that's what we were going to see on 3rd down. I really was thinking, here comes play action. They ran right into the teeth of the defense on 2nd down. 3rd down, they come in the same set. I was like, they're gonna look to do that little pop pass or something off of it, a little play action of some kind, and they didn't. They ran again. So I was like, well, they doubled down. So at that point, you start to wonder.
Wait.
Was a penalty?
I missed it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was a penalty down there.
Here, let me see on this replay maybe.
Well, never mind. That negates the touchdown, and they are pushed back 5 yards. Maybe.
It's hard to see after the fact because the lights go off immediately when the ball crosses the plane. So it's dark. The lights are flashing here. You can't really pick up on the call afterwards.
Romo back to pass again. Ball falls incomplete this time. It was intended for, I believe that was number 4 again, Chavez.
I couldn't tell, but great coverage right there out of number 10.
Yeah.
Mendoza. Really, really good job as he was draped all around the receiver. Excellent job of defense.
Yeah, absolutely. So Cobras defense holds there. We didn't see what that penalty was that negated that touchdown for the Bulldogs. But either way, the Bulldogs have found something to be able to get their offense moving down the field either way.
Well, what was interesting is they really had great success getting down the field with the passing game. Once they got into that goal-to-go situation, they really switched into that bunch formation, tried to keep the ball on the ground, and I feel like they got themselves in a kind of a bind there, pushing themselves to fourth down.
You know, Garza again on the carry. He's upended around the 10-yard line. That's a great tackle there by number 43 because Garza had a lot of daylight in front of him. That's Enrique Lerma, the senior linebacker for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think 7 was on it also.
And Gonzalez. Second and about 5 here. In a pistol formation, trips to the far side of the field. Garza swing passes it out to Martin, and he's got him. Martin continues barreling forward, splits a couple defenders, cuts back into the middle of the field, making a juke move out there. And look at Landon Wolfskill still getting out there. Martin continuing to run down the sideline. We'll see if he gets in for a touchdown. Looking back here, I don't see any yellow on the field. That's a Cobra touchdown, Lee.
Yeah.
What a run by the Cowboy.
Yeah, what a run by 17 to get down there to help secure that. Cowboy did a great job of outrunning the corner when it was one-on-one over here, isolated. Just beat him around the outside and then made the second guy miss. But by the time he got upfield, there was clearly one guy to beat, and Wolfskill came to help him out there.
Yeah, no, he did. And Wolfskill did a good job of holding back a little bit, not giving too much of a push there to draw any type of penalty. But either way, Cowboy gets in. And Bryce Warren, the Bullseye, gets another extra point added to his stats. Cobras go up 35-6 here in Teloso Midway.
Well, that was a 2-play scoring drive. So that one we can do a Conn-Medal scoring drive recap because, hey, as long as I can keep them on my fingers and count them up, I got it. Ashton Garza, first play from scrimmage, upended after a 4-yard gain. After that, Cooper Martin to the house.
87 yards.
87 yards.
Yeah, how about that for the Cowboy? He's moving up on the stats. He's trying to catch Ashton. He's tired of hearing Ashton being that leading rusher.
Well, exactly. What was fun is you talked about it in the pregame.
Oh,
both of those
that's
guys.
a swing pass.
That's
not
yeah.
rushing yards.
That is. Both of those guys are now over 1,000 yards coming in, and that's pretty impressive when you can have two guys both over 1,000 yards rushing, even though that 87 does not go on to Cowboys total.
You're right, Ryan. I wasn't thinking about it. That ball was thrown behind too. So anyway, it's just like the jet sweeps that they go where Ashton kind of tosses the ball up as they're coming across. They just go down as passing yards.
Those are passing
instead of
yards.
instead of rushing yards. So. And Bryce going to pooch kick this one again around the 30-yard line. It's going to be fielded by number 7. He's brought down immediately as he crosses the 30-yard line by several Cobras.
Somebody lost a helmet on that one. So last series, first series out of the locker room, Cobra defense bent but did not break. Right now, love to see them hold one more time. If you can probably push one more score onto that industrial side, 42-6, you feel like that game at that point is kind of out of reach. You got that safe feeling.
Tidehaven, speaking of out of reach, Tidehaven's winning 63-6.
I don't know, that they might be able to close that gap.
Yeah, Edna beating Rio Honda 49-10. We'll cover some more scores here after this play as Romo connects again. That's number 7. A lot of viewers back home commenting how often number 7 is open, and Romo connects with him right there.
Yeah, Villarreal just flies the ball. I mean, 22 has been all over the place. I know they've targeted some areas where he's been tonight, but he really has a nose for the ball and is getting there quick.
Yeah, tied game over at halftime. London and San Diego at 21. Refugio handling Ben Bolt 56-0. I don't think anybody saw any different there. Ganado up on Santa Maria 48-0.
A busy night for a Thursday night.
Yeah, Goliad 35-6 over the Foul Furious Fighting Jerseys. Romo again flushed out of the pocket, and Dylan Reary comes flying from the back with a big arm span, brings him down. Or another sack on the night there for number 6.
Yeah, Rearick was about one step away from having a strip sack right there. Quarterback had that ball hanging out a little bit, and I don't think he felt him from the backside. He was looking up front where he was getting pressure off his right side, and I wasn't sure if 6 was going to get home or not.
Yeah, and he definitely did. He sold out on that one.
5.5 minutes right now, third quarter.
Romo back to pass again on the empty backfield, fires it downfield, ball falls incomplete. That's Gonzalez again, was the intended receiver on that one. Universal City Randolph and Crystal City Javelinas, they're playing tonight as well. They're in the third quarter with Randolph leading 49-0, and with the winner of that game gets the winner of this game next week. So be paying a little close attention to that game over there.
That's right.
It looks like Randolph is handling business.
5.5 minutes to go still in this third quarter. At the end of the quarter, we're going to have a nice little surprise for y'all. Zeth Ramirez, if you're out there, make sure you tune in.
Romo back to pass again, fires over the middle. Sam Kurtz gets his hands on it, almost comes down with an interception. Great job there by number 19, the junior linebacker, keeping up with that receiver, able to knock that one away.
Catch or don't catch. Kurtz did a good job jumping that route, though, swiping down through it. Kuchler's back. I'd love to see a big return right here. They've been kicking his direction tonight.
Yeah, they have. We've seen that in the past where they just kind of don't want to kick that ball to Nick at all.
I'd say it's unusual since he's centered up. You would think they'd directionally kick away from him.
This one's going to take a little bit of a Lyford bounce and be down around the 25-yard line. That's where the Cobras will take their second possession of this half. We'll be right back. We thank some sponsors. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra football fans. Will LaRue here alongside Lee Lewis. Got Ryan Barnett on the production side, ready to play with his new replay toy. We'll see how that works. And old Wes Unger giving you some great action. We're missing Chase Charbula tonight. He had school. And roll Rob Bargerbrook. What's he doing?
I think he's just sitting at home on the couch.
He's goofing off. I'm sure he has some work duties he had to attend somewhere else. He'd much rather be here.
Start calling him regular season Rob.
Ball handed off to Martin, again, off to the right side, trying to find some running room. But again, Lyford Bulldog, that linebacker, trying to come up and get the snap count. Was able to get back in time. I thought he might have been across the line of scrimmage when the ball was snapped. But either way, a couple yards there for the Cowboy on that first down carry. It's going to bring it 2nd and 8. Twins is this side of the field, sticking with the original corn dog. LaRue lead blocking out there. Martin unable to catch his footing. Ends up falling down, and that flag comes in. And I believe they're going to catch LaRue on a hold there. If that is against him, I don't quite agree with that one. I may be a little biased there. But I thought he kind of he hit him, and the player went around him. There really wasn't a hook there. We'll see what they're talking about.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly the call. They're waiting to see if they want to back him up or take the loss of down. They're going to go ahead and tell him to back him up. I don't know. I think if I was in that coach's position, I'd rather push it to 3rd down right there, try to get off the field. You give this offense a chance, 2 more cracks at it, that 5 yards really isn't going to hurt them.
Yeah, they're going to spread it out a little bit here. They've LaRue's on the outside. I think that's Kuchler on the inside, and Wolfskill, the lone receiver, to the near side of the field. Garza's going to pop pass it up to Quebeca, and he's got his man down at the 25-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Cobra first down. But there is another flag on the play. What's the flag for now?
It's hard. It's laying literally on a yellow line. It's hard to see when they throw yellow on.
They're
yellow.
saying ineligible downfield again. I've got to see this.
Let's go to the replay.
Let's go to the replay, Lee. All right. Ryan, what are we looking at? That's a long replay.
Well, that's all we got.
Oh,
Yeah, it sure was. I believe that Zach Boop got about a yard, got a little bit of about a half a yard, a little too far.
I do like our new replay department, though. Producer, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. No, that's a good call on that on the umpire there. These guys are paying attention, doing a good job. You know, overall, these guys have done a great job tonight.
They have. I've been impressed with this officiating crew, and that's what you really want at the playoffs. By the time we get here, usually you got a pretty good crew.
Garza on the carry himself gets back to around the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Cobras.
Well, all of that ado for nothing. Those coaches had no decision. We're right back to where we would have been if they had 3rd and 10 at the original line of scrimmage. If they had just taken that the first penalty, declined it.
Trips to the far side of the field. Garza back to pass. He's wrapped up and brought down. Should get forward progress somewhere around the 4 or 5 yard line. And
we're going to see something we hadn't seen tonight, partner.
There's that punt. Old punt team for the Cobras coming out. Bo Bethany doing the punting duties for the Cobras.
He'll get the kick away. About 3 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter.
I believe that's Kason Williams on the snap. Bethany end-over-end kick. Going to bounce at the 30, take a Cobra bounce towards the 40 and continue to roll somewhere inside the 45-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs will take possession. So when we come back, well, we'll be right back.
There you go.
We'll be back when we come back.
We will be back.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Romo on the QB carry off to the right side and pushed out of bounds near the 40-yard line. We came back a little bit late there, Lee. But that's when we came back.
That's right. Because when we come back, we'll be back.
35-6. We tick under 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in this 3rd quarter.
Folks, I hope y'all are having as much fun at home as we are having here. I tell you what, it's a pleasure to get to do this for y'all, and it is a fun night every night. We get to hang out together. I enjoy it.
Trips to the far side of the field. Romo looking that way again. Fires it downfield. Ball does fall incomplete. I believe that was Zach Vardial on the coverage. And Gonzalez was the intended receiver. Good job by the sophomore safety.
Yeah, no, we've highlighted him a few times, and he's caught the attention of some folks here or seeing him play for the first time, and he's having a good night.
Yeah, Zach's done a really good job. And we talked to Fellers earlier in the year, remember, during our weekly X's and O's with him. And Fellers was talking about how they knew he was going to be a varsity player this year, and they were just going to kind of work through some mistakes with him early, and he was going to develop into a great player, and he definitely has.
Yeah, he delivered on the first night in Yoakum and has not disappointed since.
Not at all.
Right now, Lyford checking the sideline as they're going to switch.
I think a different back in there, number 25, Rosas. Ball's going to be handed off to him, and he's wrapped up by Cullen Dyson and brought down for a loss.
Good job right there out of Dyson. Good penetration, getting hands on the back, making sure he did not get away. So that pushed them to fourth down. And at this point, you got to figure fourth down territory when your opponent's side of the field.
Yeah, they should be going for it right here as we tick under a minute 45 remaining. They're going to trot Eric McMullen off and Bo Neal get Dylan Rurick in. Trips to the far side of the field. Romo going with that empty backfield again. Trying to evade the pocket as he's got pressure in his face, delivers the ball downfield. It's intercepted by Zach Vardial. Zach's going to make a guy miss. He continues to run forward before he's upended near the 40-yard line. So great job. Just talked about number 22, and he comes up with a big play there.
Yeah, no. It's a stat pattern is what that is because interception, he's able to get back to the exact line of scrimmage. So the incomplete pass. Why take an incomplete pass when you can put an interception on the board?
You know, that's really the first mistake that Romo's made tonight. Just kind of lost track of Zach there and end up underthrowing that, and Zach jumps up and gets the football.
I don't know if it was a mistake out of the senior quarterback there. He probably knew fourth down, I'm going to throw it up. If it's intercepted, it's intercepted. But rather than take the sack, take the incompletion, he just trying to hope for something on a fourth down situation.
Ball handed off to Barr, the senior running back in, backup running back in for a nice gain on him. He is one of the speedier guys.
Yeah.
You know, not the the Cowboys a different type of running back, one of those one-cut guys, and real fast as well. But Barr, man, when he gets open, he just has a burst about him. Garza on the carry himself runs out to the right side, hurdles a defender before he's pushed out of bounds, or excuse me, he's going to be brought down inbounds inside the 45-yard line, and we tick under 45 seconds.
He had to hurdle him because he was flat on the ground, got pancaked. I couldn't see if it was it Quebeca who delivered the block. I couldn't see he was on that far side, but somebody put one of the Lyford Bulldogs on the back.
If I was a betting man there, I would say it was number 11.
I say it was definitely on that far side, and I would expect it came out of that tight end, but couldn't quite see it. All you saw was the green body going down.
LaRue in motion out this way on that wheel route. Garza fires it down it's a jump ball, and Kuchar does what he can to try to knock that ball loose.
Yeah, Kuchar kind of became the defender right there as that ball was in the grasp of the Lyford player. Kuchar does a good job of ripping it loose.
Yeah, on that one, I'm going to kind of pull Garza to the side and talk to him a minute about that. On those balls that you throw up in the air like that, you want to make sure those are your sideline passes, not the ones over the middle where the safety can come across and get a hold of that one. Either way, incomplete pass, 3rd and 5.
Should be the final play of this quarter as 12 seconds on the board right now.
Martin on the carry runs into several Bulldogs, just kind of bum rushed the line there and able to tackle the Cowboy for a loss. And get ready, folks. Put 4 fingers up in the air. We are flipping sides of the field. Here comes a 4th quarter here in Tuloso Midway in this by-district bout between your Cobras and the Lyford Bulldogs. Your Cobras lead it 35-6. We'll be right back with 4th quarter action here in Tuloso.
Commitment to community service. It's a mission the First State Bank employees have lived by for more than 60 years. By continuously volunteering, sponsoring school fundraisers, and engaging in community service projects, the First State Bank not only lives its mission, it lives up to its motto, friendliest bank anywhere. So call, stop in, or visit fsblouise.com today and get to know the friendly bankers who are making a positive impact in your community. Eat 'em up, snakes. The First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. Hold all 4 fingers up. We're in the 4th quarter here in Tuloso Midway High School, Corpus Christi. This by-district bout, your Cobras leading at 35-6. 4th and 8. Garza in an empty backfield here. Toss back to pass. Going to be a free play as it's a Quebeca screen to the tight end. He does have his guy, but he's going to be stopped at forward progress around the 45-yard line. But I think you're right, guys. It's going to be a free play there as Lyford jumped again.
Yeah, and so they're going to get to move up a little bit, get a replay the down. But one thing I would really have liked to seen is we've seen a lot of opportunities to take a shot downfield on those free plays tonight. We haven't utilized that opportunity at all. And that's one thing you want maybe out of more of a veteran quarterback is that when you have that opportunity, go ahead and pull the trigger on that. I think, if I might be wrong, but I think that's the first time we've actually even thrown the ball in that situation. And everything else has been straight run.
Twins this side, Twins on both sides of the field. We got Quebeca as the tight end here. Looks like Darren didn't like what he saw. He's going to call a timeout. So
while we have a minute, I think we need to give a little entertainment out to the folks at home, Will. And I got to say, possibly the joke of the night, if not the joke of the season, Zeth Ramirez rode in. And, folks, get ready because this is a good one. Hey, partner, why can a Cobra not lift his head off the ground?
I don't know, Lee. Why?
Reptile dysfunction. There it is, folks. Joke of the night. Zeth Ramirez taking home the crown, buddy. Reptile dysfunction.
All right. Oh, man. Yeah, and that's why we have a good time. Y'all need to tune back in next year. Well, I don't know how the numbers are panning out. I'm not sure if how the districts are going to line again, if we're going to be able to play any Pirates next year.
Yeah, we may not. It's going to be a whole different look. Looks like we're headed down to Division II.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, sticking with that or similar formation, actually, ball's going to be handed off to Martin up the middle. He splits a couple of defenders, gets more than enough yardage, and he's brought down inside the 25-yard line. Another Cobra first down, and
yeah, keep that clock running at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they didn't. Yeah. All right. Another different formation here. I haven't seen Quebeca as the wideout receiver here with LaRue as the slot guy.
Slot, yeah.
Now, they're going to hand the ball off to Barr. He runs into several green jerseys. Wow. Young man still turning forward, getting what he can on that run.
Yeah, and I wait to see who comes off the front of that pile because he had the jersey and was pulling. I think it was, give me a second, 62.
Coben Snyder.
Coben Snyder dragging him from the front.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot this year. We've seen that a lot this year where the guys get out there. Zach Boops, one of them, just gets it there and starts dragging Martin's. Zach should be chalked up for a few of the Martin yards. Ball swung pass out to Kuchler, and he's got some running room before he's finally pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
That's good vision right there out of your outside receiver. Kuchler, great inside move, recognizing the lane, cutting it back.
Well, Kuchler's just an athlete. I don't know if you've seen that young man play some basketball. He can maneuver.
In baseball. The kid can play it all.
Shotgun formation. LaRue and Barr in the backfield with Garza. Barr's going to get the handoff. LaRue lead blocking out there, kind of hooks the guy a little bit. We're going to see Barr does get in for a touchdown. How about that for the senior tonight?
That's a great thing right there for number 12. We talk about his speed. I mean, he is just so quick with that burst. I mean, just can accelerate faster than probably anybody on the field. And good to see him hit pay dirt. Bullseye gets another one.
Yep. And with that, we'll switch sides. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra fans. 42-6. Your Cobras leading this one here at Toloso Midway. In this bi-district bout between Industrial and Lyford. You know,
one of the fun things we saw in the previous few years was watching these guys that get carried up, get some action in these playoff games. And right now, partner, I'm looking forward to hoping that that's about to happen tonight.
yeah,
We
ball
got
carrier
10 minutes of football left.
and ball carrier for the Bulldogs there is brought down at the 45-yard line as the Bulldog offense trots on out. And it looks like we're going to have a few subs, Lee, but majority of the starters are still in the ballgame. I think Logan Detzman is checking in at linebacker for Bo Bethany. And then you've got Eric McMullen as well checking in the outside linebacker spot for Cade Quebeca or Kason Williams, depending on what package they got in. And Caleb Matula as well for the outside linebacker for Sam Kurtz. Romo delivers downfield. He's got a man, number 21, but he catches that with a knee on the ground, so he's going to be down inside the 50-yard line.
You know, this kid, Romo, has delivered on everything we had heard, everything we had seen. He really throws a good ball on a line, well delivered. That ball, of course, placed outside, directing his receiver, get away from coverage. He's been fun to watch tonight.
Mm-hmm. No, he definitely has. And he's done a good job leading this team. You know, Lyford going 9-1 this year. Fantastic job. Only losing to San Diego. And even that was a good game as well. Watching that ball game. Romo delivers downfield. He's got a receiver is pushed out of bounds around the 30-yard line. I couldn't quite tell what number that was.
Was it 10 or 18? I couldn't see, but well-delivered ball again, putting it only where his receiver could get to it.
I believe that was the senior Malik Torres on the reception. Ball is placed at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 9 minutes, 15 seconds left in this ball game.
You know, we had a little rain to start. It's been a nice finish to the night. Good weather down here in Corpus tonight.
Yeah, it definitely has. Ball does fall incomplete. Yeah, and just driving up here, I'm just glad everybody made it safely because it was a rough drive getting all the way up here to Toloso today.
There was actually a couple that ran off the road on our way down.
Oh, hopefully those folks are okay.
Right there, Romo picked the only receiver in double coverage on the field. Cobras had good coverage underneath and over the top there. You know, I wonder if he takes a shot to the end zone there. It looked like the outside Bulldog had her step.
Yeah, trips to this
I
side.
wonder if they go back to it.
Trips to this side of the field. Romo back to pass again. Fires it downfield. He's got a guy, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. So Romo delivering another good ball. They throw those lights on. I can't see. I think that was number 4 again for his second touchdown of the night. That's Adrian Chavez.
This time I was actually looking at the television screen because it doesn't translate the same way. It's easier to see what's going on than it is with these lights in your face that are going on and off. I mean, it's pretty blinding up here.
See a lot of movement there with the Cobras. Hopefully we got enough guys on the field.
I would recommend 11.
Looks like we got 10. See, that one's going to be through. So Lyford goes up 13-42 here. We'll be right back as we thank some sponsors. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra football fans. Looks like the Cobras have elected to go with the hands team. Expect an onside kick here by the Bulldogs. Kuchler is the only man deep. It is going to be an onside kick. That's not going to make it the 10 yards. It's going to be illegal touching.
51-yard line. They down it at the 51. Every game.
Yeah, it's going to be illegal touching there by the Bulldogs. Cobras are going to have short field position inside the Bulldog territory to start with. And we'll see who gets trotted out here. You know, Lee, like we talked about, you know, with a little bit of a lopsided score. 9 minutes left to play in the game. But Coach Nairn is still trotting several of the starters on the offense are still coming back out.
Yeah, and you got to figure this is probably the last possession. You know, go ahead and seal it up. 9 minutes to go, still a little far away from any kind of guarantee situation. So you send your starters out one more time, get the ones out.
Well, it's actually
Hopefully
it's actually only a couple because they got out of that. They're going back to that original package with Williams and Thomas as the wideout receivers, and you have Barr in the backfield. I think
Ball spotted still on the 51-yard line.
Yes, it is. And I believe that's David Gonzalez in at that sniffer back position. Oh, look at Barr break away, and he's going to be in the end zone. No one's going to catch him. Another touchdown there for the senior. 2 on the night here. No flags on the play. Lights are going off. Another score by the Cobras. How about that for number 12?
Hey, I think we can get this scoring drive recap too.
Let me handle this one.
You got it. It's all you, buddy.
Yeah. Cobras
Where's
come
Rob
out
when you need them?
Cobras come out with new personnel, and Rylan Barr runs into a pack of Bulldogs and somehow evades and escapes and hurls downfield with using his speed and gets into the end zone. That's your Con Medal scoring drive recap, along with another accurate kick by the Bullseye, Bryce Warren.
That was a fast score. One play took I think 11 seconds off the clock. So still almost 9 minutes, just 8:49 as fourth quarter. Still lots of football to watch. You know, one group we haven't recognized tonight, we got to tip our hats to them, is the in-stadium operators here from Tolosa Midway, our host. You know, it has been really fun. We've been on the wrong side of the glass to get to hear it, but they've had a lot of lively music in between plays, in between breaks. The lights on the stadium going on and off, the special things they did during the national anthem. They've got a really cool atmosphere down here, and a great job from our host of operating the stadium and making a fun place to play football tonight. Yeah, no, it has. They put a lot of work into money into this, into building this stadium out or redesigning it, and really good job. I really like the press box as well. Yeah. Need to take some design elements back to Vanderbilt. Number 7, I believe that's Chavez, returning this kick all the way down to near the 40-yard line. You know, Seven has really been a highlight for the Bulldogs tonight. He's been a fun player to watch. You know, we've talked a lot about the quarterback, Romo, but Chavez, I mean, that kid has had some highlight reel plays tonight and has been a kind of an electric figure for the Bulldogs, both sides of the ball. They've got some good athletes. Looking out on the defense, Lee, it looks like they've switched out a few more players. I believe that's Aiden Thomas has come in, and Bryce Warren at safety as well. Empty backfield for Romo again. There's that wheel route. That's like we were talking about in the beginning, and ball's going to fall incomplete. Intended receiver was number 5, Logan John Barron. Did a great job of getting downfield as fast as he could to get there and throw the hands up to break that up. But, yeah, when he came free out of that initial wheel route, I thought, man, this is going to be this is trouble. You know, Will, looking at the flag right now, we're suddenly seeing that switch into wind directions.
The northern's starting to blow in.
I think it
Maybe
must,
getting a
because
little bit
that
cooler
flag
out
has
there.
changed directions 180 degrees, and it's starting to pop now. It's at the back of the Lyford Bulldogs.
8 minutes, 34 seconds left in this ball game. Ball falls incomplete, again intended for Barron.
I'm seeing a lot of umbrellas start popping out, too. They start seeing a little rainfall coming down again.
You know, the game's starting at 7 o'clock tonight. Lead started a little, that little 30 minutes earlier. You think it wouldn't be a matter too much, but both teams got to travel back home. You know, I'm not sure how far Lyford was from here, but I know our trek was about an hour and 45 minutes. Romo
That
back
wheel route again.
and it's wide open this time. And he does connect this time with number 18. I believe that's Caleb Matula brought him down, but that was number 18 on the reception, Malik Torres, senior wide receiver. Yeah, that wheel route has plagued the Cobras all season. And again, right there, the receiver able to sneak around, find the sideline, and get downfield. Ball placed at the 31-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 8 minutes left to play in this ball game. Again, Romo back to pass. He connects with Gonzalez, and Gonzalez is brought down immediately by number 2, Aiden Thomas. I think I see somebody on the sideline warming up and throwing. You think
Cooper Francis? I can't see that far.
I think that is number 5, Cooper Francis, and throwing with Garza. I wonder if Naren told, or he's throwing with Garza, so maybe Naren did tell Garza. Remember that happened last week. Garza took off running on the field. The coach is trying to call him back. There goes that wheel route again, but ball falls incomplete. You got flags flying in from both sides of the field. Should be more than likely it's going to be pass interference on the Cobras.
Yeah, no, and I think that's the right call. There was definitely contact. The only thing we were looking for is maybe was that ball overthrown and uncatchable, but I don't think that was enough to get us there.
Yeah, and that's what the call is on the field, is pass interference against the Cobras. It's going to be a first down for them, or for the Bulldogs.
Well, while we have a minute, let's talk about the rumor mill. Partner, have you heard any talk on where the next game might be or when it might be?
I have not. All I know is I'm watching the Randolph game, and it looks like Randolph handled Crystal City pretty good, so it will be Randolph.
Have a good idea who the opponent is, just don't know the location.
I would assume
talking possibly Cuero.
I would venture to guess that Cuero may be in the talks as far as using that stadium. Another pass there is connected with Gonzalez, but they're going to call him down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I think he had probably his body across the plane, but the ball never got there. He caught it in front of him and was hit immediately from behind by the Cobra defender. So stopped just short. One thing we're seeing Lyford adjust right now, they're not going into that tight package again here, goal-to-go situation.
No, and that time, Romo tries to extend over. He was met immediately. I didn't see who that was. I want to say that was Logan Densman that came up from that linebacker position and met Romo, but Romo was able to stick that ball over the goal line to punch one in for the Bulldogs here as they go up 19 points. 6 minutes, 21 seconds left to play in this ball game. point
they do
after.
connect on the kick.
Yeah, that was on 82. Caleb Matula came flying in trying to block that one. So we'll switch sides again, get ready to receive this kick, and we'll be right back. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra football fans. Cobra's leading this one 49-20 here in Tolosa Midway in this bi-district bout between Lyford Bulldogs and your Industrial Cobras.
You know, it's been a really good offensive performance here out of the Cobras tonight. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a high.
High pooch kick, and Quebec is going to call fair catch there at the 50-yard lines. That was smart. That's where the Cobras will take their possession with 6 minutes and 21 seconds left in this ballgame. Curious to see, Lee, who if number 7 is going to trot out here or not.
Well, you know, like you said, you kind of alluded to it at the last home game. You know, they tried to pull him, and he went out and told him, no, get off my field, and sent his replacement back to the sideline. So you never know. But, no, it looks like we're going to have a change. We got a number 5.
Oh, Cooper Francis, the freshman, getting his first varsity action. And right next to him is the 1,000-yard rusher on the JV squad, the sophomore, Caden Petru, and he gets the carry off to the left side. He's brought down around the 45-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to have some penalty flags fly. Look like clearly he was offsides against the Bulldogs. We'll wait for the call.
Going to be offsides against.
They'll back it up 1 yard and replay first down, looks like.
He said they're declining it.
Oh.
They're declining it.
Oh, it was a
6-yard
6-yard pickup, so I would thought you'd take the 5-yard penalty plus the replay first down, but I guess we're not going to.
David Gonzalez in at that sniffer back as well. Petru again cutting off to the left side this time, finding himself a hole, and gets enough for a Cobra first down. How about that for the K-Train?
Yeah, no, that was 2 well-executed plays in a row. Clock now sitting at about 5.5 minutes.
Ball hand off to Petru again. He runs into a wall of a white and green shirts and brought down after a short gain.
You know, that second down probably be about 10 again. I would like to see him let Francis
throw it a little bit.
Let's do it. Let's sling it. See what he can do.
Cooper really a baseball player. He's a fantastic pitcher, but he can throw the football very well. Oh, ball is pitched to Gonzalez, but I believe
Well, there was a late movement at it. It squirted away there at the end.
I think David and Gonzalez ended up falling on top of it. He's able to get it back.
I thought Lyford was going to have a clear recovery. They were on top of it, and then you just saw it kind of shoot out towards the far sideline. And I don't know if anybody other than Gonzalez realized it was still alive. He saw it and dove on top of it.
They're going to call that a incomplete pass, actually.
Okay.
Remember, that's that toss forward.
Yeah,
that's that forward toss.
Little shovel pass.
Yep.
So that would make it 3rd down then, I believe.
Should be. 3rd and 10. And there you got your wish on that little slant pass ball. It falls incomplete. Intended receiver was Aiden Thomas.
And so looks like 2nd punt of the night. 2 punt nights, pretty good night, partner.
I was going to say, I don't know. I'm going to chest out Warren's leg. Now it looks like Quebecca's going to come in and do the punting duties here.
Well, he does have a long of 40. Right now the ball's spotted outside of the 40, so that would be a, 57-yarder, 58-yarder? A lot to ask of the
give
kid.
It a shot. And overhand kick is fielded out there, breaks a tackle away from Kurtz before the ball carriers run out of bounds around the 25-yard line. Well, 4 minutes and 19 seconds left in this ball game.
Yeah.
It's definitely starting to come down a little harder.
It is starting to rain. That's one thing you want to make sure is to get this game in, make sure it finishes. We don't want a long rain delay tonight. No lightning in the distance right now, but that clock sitting at 4:19, you can't wait for it to wind down a little faster. Yeah. One thing we have not seen is anybody getting up out of these seats. Both sides, both fans, groups of fans staying to see this thing through.
Romo's got trips to this side of the field.
He's going to look for that home run ball again.
Yeah, ball falls incomplete. Intended receiver was number 8, De La Garza. Ian Lugo was on the coverage.
That was great coverage there for Lugo as he was step for step, got his head around, saw it. But, again, that ball thrown exactly where it has to be. Scouting report on this kid was that he won't put Romo, that he wouldn't push it down the field too hard, but he does throw a pretty good intermediary ball, that 25 to 35-yard range. I mean, he throws it really, really well.
Romo rolling out to this side, going to try to throw across his body. Sorry, he pulls it down. I thought I was calling it ahead of time. He pulls it down, runs out of bounds to stop the clock.
Well, I think he wanted to cut it loose. He knew that's the play at this point, down 29 with 4 minutes to play. He wanted to push the ball, but just nowhere to go with it. He's going through his progressions, looking off everyone, but good tight coverage. This secondary, has really played well tonight. That's one of the things we've talked about, in previous years and a little bit even this season, sometimes where, they miss some coverages or have some miscues. But tonight, secondary's played really, really well.
He connects with his guy there, but brought down, I believe that was Caleb Matula on the tackle.
Yeah, good pitch and catch right there. Just a little stop right behind the chains. The receiver gets the yardage he needs. Matula comes up and delivers a good shot.
And we do have a final between that Randolph and Crystal City game, and Randolph wins that one handedly, 49-0. So that will be the Cobras' next opponent, Randolph. Universal City, Randolph, by the way.
I'm not sure exactly what all that means.
Romo back to pass again. Ball is deflected by Aiden Thomas, but there is a flag on the play. I think they're going to get a bit of a holding call on the defense.
Does it come with an automatic runoff?
I don't think so.
Because at this point, that's what we need. Run.
3:16 left in this ball game.
So, looking at the schedule that we've seen out of the Universal City Randolph Rohawks, that's a mouthful. They picked up an opening week win against Schulenburg, and then ran off wins against San Antonio Christian, San Antonio YMLA. and San Antonio Kennedy before they started district play. District play, they picked up a win over Marion 21-14. They got Blanco 21-7 as well, and I picked that one wrong earlier this year. That was one of my pick'ems. And then they beat a good Lano team 24-7 with Ingrid Moore win after that. So they've been in some low-scoring tight games, 21-14, 21-7, 24-7, and 14-6. So pretty much through that whole district run where never put up more than 24 points. They did lose to San Antonio Cole, the eventual district winner, and then, of course, blew out Luling and blowing out Crystal City tonight. But they've been in some real scraps this year. Low-scoring games, a lot of 21-ish to 7-ish wins.
Well, Edna, we got a final there. Edna beat Rio Hondo 49-10. And then in the fourth quarter, they had a good one going on between San Diego and London. San Diego's leading 28, London 21. Ball falls incomplete. On the coverage there to knock that one away was Ian Lugo.
One team that's going to have a pretty good scouting report on them would be the old Blanco coaching staff. Wonder if we'll be making any phone calls to the folks in Blanco this week.
You got some connections over there, Lee?
I don't know. I don't know who's up there. Deer hunters, I think.
Refugio won. Take a guess at the score.
You kidding? They pulled it off?
Take a guess at the score.
I'm gonna say it's north of 65.
Yeah.
How about north of 75?
There's no way that's right.
Unless someone over here is messing around with the with the Dave Campbell app, it says 95-0.
Good gosh.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's right.
But that's what it says. Ganado, they punched their ticket to another week, beating Santa Maria 55-6. And Goliad leading Falfurrias 50-6 in the third quarter.
How do we have a score on London? Will the district sweep?
It's right now San Diego is beating London early in the fourth quarter 28-21.
Ooh, tight game there.
2 minutes 40 seconds left in this ball game. High snap. Romo able to get a hold of it.
He Johnny Manziel'd that thing.
Going to go ahead and run out of bounds around the 40-yard line. Wherever they mark him, he should be pretty close to a first down.
Looks like they're going to signal
he's
turnover
short.
on downs.
They're saying he's short. Okay.
2.5 minutes, still probably a little too far out for the victory formation.
Yeah, Coach Nairn huddling up the offense on the sideline right now.
May not be victory formation yet, but you can certainly smell the victory in the air. It's not far away.
And you know it. Lyford came out. They played a good ball game. Good luck to them and the rest of the sports throughout this. They're out there this year. I know it's tough for the seniors, being this is the last time they get into for some of them getting to play football.
Yeah, no, that's the exciting thing about playoffs, but that's also the downside of playoffs is that this time of the year there's only one team that's going to go home with a walk off the field with a good feeling. 63 others are going to be disappointed.
A low snap.
But you have to look at what did you do? What did you do over the course of the season? 9-1 season, great run out of these Bulldogs. You heard our partners say, "Ooh, that was a big lightning right there." Was
it lightning or was that the plane flying over?
Well, there is we do have a little flyover going, don't we? Well, it's a low flying plane coming
unless
in.
they flashed us or something.
No, I think we had a little lightning strike.
I hope that clock runs.
Right now, we're sitting at 2 minutes exactly as it winds under, and they got to run it at this point. As for the first time, you are seeing people start to clear these bleachers.
Yeah, Petru nowhere to go, brought down for a loss. No, thank you. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining in this one.
Yeah, it's going to be there's about a minute differential between the game clock and the play clock. So Cobras will be able to take this one down to a minute, get one more snap, and then wind it down to about 30 seconds before they're forced to kick it away.
Well, I'm going to call it, Blue.
you calling this one?
I'm
You
calling.
think they're going to hold on?
I think so.
That's our prognosticator,
next.
chief prognosticator right there, Will LaRue, folks.
On to next week. And Petru, look at him get away up the middle. Brought down finally around the 45-yard line, but that's not going to be enough. I'll let this one tick away. They will have to
clarify.
It may change the outcome. They may look at
somebody
running
was
a play here. No, they are going to go ahead and kick it away.
Somebody was messing with the Dave Campbell app because it's reset again. Referee on 56-0.
That seems more reasonable. Honestly, I know Refugio is pretty dominant, but 95 is a lot of points to put up in a short football game.
Rain's starting to get harder.
Yep, starting to come down.
Cobras directionally kicked this one away, and it's going to go out of – oh, no, it's not going to go out of bounds. It's going to be down right at the 20. 13 and a half seconds left, so Lyford will go to work. And right now, the in-stadium announcers playing YMCA. And, boy, even in the rain, this crowd is jumping up and dancing along. It's been a fun night watching the dance cam on the big board, watching the songs. And right now, everybody willing to shake off a little rain to make sure they sing along with YMCA.
Cobras over there having a little bit of fun. Cheerleaders dancing around. But you're all right, Lee. It did start to come down again.
Yeah, it's getting it now.
I was going to be handed off. Could not see who that new ball carrier was, but he's brought down around the 45-yard line, and that's going to do it.
They're not going to call the timeout. Clock hits zeros. It's official. This one's in the books. Cobras are moving on.
Yep, so that is it from here in Toloso Midway. Good game by the Cobras. Everyone safe travels home, and we will see y'all next week. We don't know where yet.
We do not know.
But we do know the opponent.
And we do know one other thing. We will be wherever it is.
That's true. That is true.
So, folks, get ready. Mark your browsers. Get ready to tune into some more Cobra football and Cobra Sports Network. We'll bring it to you live wherever it is. But for tonight, we're going to sign off and telling you good night and go Cobras.